Hello, Klein and Allie, you little bitch.
Klein and Allie, it's just okay. Do-do-do. Good morning, everybody.
Whoa, Sweet David Steak, did you see that?
Viva Klein and Allie show. Let's get the show started. The show started. The show started.
We are live in Los Angeles. 3, 2, 1. And here we go.
Sometimes I need a good reason to get out of bed. Got sleep in my eyes, clouds in my head. I need a shot of something to make my motor go.
Nice.
Yes, I do. So I turn on the Klein and Allie show.
Hell yeah.
Give me some Klein and Allie show.
I'm a pretty lady.
Give me some Klein and Allie show. Get your motor running with the Klein and Allie show. I said, get your motor running with the Klein and Allie show.
Voglio dai gatoa, vai un VIP, hey, salute natiti, vamos tirare un selfie, say cheese.
It's Klein Alley Show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles. This is the world famous KROQ.
Good morning. Welcome to your KROQ on a Monday. We are Klein Alley Show, Recovery Monday. Feeling full and bloated. I feel terrible, actually. I packed my kids' lunch last night with all leftovers from Super Bowl snack foods. So today they'll be getting some wings and about 3 layers of a 7-layer dip.
And a couple of Modelo's.
And a couple of Modelo's. That's their lunch today. But that's expected. That's what happens from time to time. And today's a day of eating leftover pizzas and leftover dips. And that's okay. It's one of my favorite leftover days of the year. So welcome to it on a Monday post-Super Bowl. Should be a national holiday. I guess next year it will be. Because next year, I do believe the Super Bowl is going to be on President's Day weekend.
Dude. From now on, or just...
I think it's next year, and I want to say maybe even the year after.
Like it just happens to fall that way?
They're making it seem like it's just one of those, like, lucky coincidences, but I think we've been shifting this way for a while.
There are no lucky coincidences in the NFL. Everything is extremely calculated.
Next year, you can look forward to, I guess, that Monday after the fact. And, of course, we'll pretend we're doing it for Washington and Lincoln, but we all know why we're really doing it, because we drank too much the night before. If you're new to the show, nice to meet you. I'm Klein. There's Allie right there. That's
Morning.
DJ Omar Khan.
Hey.
You got him as Jake the Nerd. He drove through the night to be back here after going to the game yesterday. And then in the back room, we got Postmaster Johnny and Vanessa taking the calls at 800-520-1067. We got to give that trip away very soon so you can head over to Lisbon and see Turnstile, and then we'll announce where you'll be going to next and which band you'll be seeing next. Another great band, another great location. And we're going to take care of your Valentine's Day plans by sending a couple away to an island getaway. We'll give you those details coming up later this morning right here on KROQ.
Jake, did you get out of the stadium fast because people left the game early because it was so boring?
I did not. No, I stayed till way after the trophy was presented and all that stuff, and it still was a pain in the ass. I still my parking lot, which was $100 to park, was a mile away, so it took forever to get back.
You waited through all of the trophy presentations,
of course,
and all of that. And did you did you try at some point to move to better seats? Because your seats were, I think you were the last seat in the entire stadium.
Yeah, I thought about it for a second, but I was just too tired.
That trophy's the size of a thimble.
You couldn't see. I don't even know how you could have seen much of the game. Were you watching on the screen in the stadium, or were you watching the actual field?
I went back and forth.
Right.
All right. I would have stayed fourth. Definitely.
Yeah. Well, anyway, some people said that the highlight for them was not the game at all. It was what happened during the halftime, and not even the Bad Bunny performance, but the Alley performing as Bad Bunny. There's a lot of calls about this.
This message is for the lesbian that finished herself in the 101.
In case you're curious, this message is for the lesbian who finishes herself on the 101, which would be Alley.
This message is for the lesbian that finished herself in the 101. Yes, I TikTok singing along to Bad Bunny's halftime show, and as a Latino, tienes mi respeto, Ali. You have my respect for trying to learn the language. Te mando mucho amor. Ali la bichota. Ciao.
So that guy says you have earned his respect as a white lady singing Bad Bunny. This person, you did not earn that respect.
First, congrats, Jake, on your team winning the Super Bowl, but
We got to talk about the whitest thing we've all seen this weekend, and that was Ali singing along to Bad Bunny on Instagram. Wow, that was more white than anything I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
So, Ali, good job.
Ali's halftime performance of Bad Bunny was whiter than the Kid Rock one that happened, believe it or not, which is hard.
Say cheese.
Yeah, that's...
Excuse me, that lyric's hardest to learn.
Jesus.
I got invited to many carne asadas.
I love the sound of you giving up.
Don't believe you got invited to any after that.
I did.
It's K-Rock. We're Klein Alley Show. Good morning.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show.
Mornings on KROQ. KROQ.
Yeah!
KROQ.
Perhaps your team didn't win, or you didn't win your bets, or you didn't win your squares. Don't worry about that. We're going to start your winning right now by giving you $100 of Allie's money if you're aware of anything that's been going on in the world. And I know the Super Bowl seems to dominate the news cycle, so maybe you're unaware of some other stuff that took place this past weekend. However, if you can do better than Allie right now and want to call us, we give you a chance to win her money and bragging rights and a future spot in the Allie Knows the News Tournament of Champions. All you got to do is give us a call at 800-520-1067 right now so we can get you in on the game. And then later this morning, the winning continues with trips all over the place, a new destination, a new band, which we will announce. Of course, we still have to give away that trip to go see Turnstile. If you're sitting on a standby boarding list right now, today could be the day we tell you to officially pack your bags. You're getting on the plane, and we will tell you how your dry spell could result in you winning a island getaway for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, so if you're having to wake up and actually go to work and everybody else took the day off, this could be a good day for you.
Right, and I think it's one of those days that maybe you don't normally call. Maybe we're just on in the background noise, keeping your dog company. But today could be a day for you to go from passive to interactive with the show, and it could be all worth your while at 800-520-1067 to call or to text. Jesus.
The Seahawks just won the Super Bowl.
Right.
Good job, Jake. Freeloader. See ya.
Jake is being called freeloader. Jake the panhandler. There's a lot of different names coming through on the GOAT line for Jake as a result of taking the big donation from listeners, including Blind Charlie, just to go to the game and get himself a ticket. And I think those ticket prices dropped significantly.
Yeah, there was somebody I saw that it was like, oh, yeah, we paid $3,000 and it was worth every penny. And I was like, wow, they really dropped that.
Jake
They must have bought it right before the game.
Double that, or should I say our listeners and Blind Charlie paid double that. And this guy, I think, sums up what a lot of people are feeling right now.
Squirrel! Squirrel! Squawk my nut, bitch. F the Seahawks. Y'all still suck. Whoa. You unfunny bitch. Jake, congrats, though. But the Seahawks.
All right, well, there you have it. So people are all over the place.
I'll still take it.
What a mixed reaction.
It's a very emotional morning.
It is really interesting how people are everywhere. But at least you should be on the phone now if you want a chance to take some of Allie's money. We'll come right back after this quick break. 5 questions about the news. If you are the person we pick up, hopefully you get $100 of Allie's money and bragging rights for life at 800-520-1067. And here's your pep talk.
Squirrel! Squirrel! Squawk my nut, bitch.
The Klein Alley Show. Klein Alley Show mornings. KROQ.
Easy to play, easy to win. Allie's money for now, but it could be yours. It's K-Rock with Klein Alley Show. It's Recovery Monday. Help you win some of the money back you may have lost on your bets. If you had a bet that the game would be exciting, well, you probably lost that bet. But other bets you may have lost yesterday, or you did what most people did, which was say the Seahawks would probably cover the 4.5 and they would win the game. And they did easily. So let's get into it now. 5 questions about the news. Allie will leave the K-Rock studios, but not until she meets the person that will try to take her down. And this is Eric in Riverside. Good morning, Eric, and welcome to your Monday. How goes it?
How's it going, Klein?
Okay. Excuse me, I got some wings that are stuck in my esophagus, I think, still.
Don't you swallow properly?
I don't think so. I woke up this morning and I'm very full. I think I was done eating and I finally threw in the towel around halftime, and then I went through like another platter around the fourth quarter unnecessarily.
But I think there was more mindless eating this time because there was nothing left to do.
Right. I just kept getting up because I was bored with the game. So I was like, I guess I'll go over that trough of wings.
Tots.
Anyway, so that's how I'm doing, Eric. But enough about me. Let's focus on you and your chance to win some of Allie's money.
Do you also feel disgustingly bloated?
A little bit.
All right, great. You've come to the right place. We get each other. Allie's going to leave the KROQ studios. I've got 5 questions here about the news. If you score better than she does, she will give you her money instantly. And that is how we turn losers into winners around these parts. Your round officially can begin right now.
Allie knows the news.
Name one of the other musicians who made a surprise appearance during the Bad Bunny halftime show last night during the Super Bowl.
That would be Lady Gaga.
Question number 2. This candy brand has launched a brand new chocolate medal for these Winter Olympics. Finally, a medal that I can get behind. Which candy brand is releasing the chocolate medal?
Chocolate. Has to be Hershey.
Question 3. Now that we've moved past the Super Bowl and we are at the longest stretch before there's more football, where will the Super Bowl be taking place next year?
Atlanta.
Go to question number 4. Sadly, the frontman of this KROQ band passed away after a cancer battle over the weekend.
3 doors down.
And finally, question number 5. It's a feel-good local story. Another halftime-related question, but this local taco shop had a nice little shout-out during the Bad Bunny halftime performance. Which local L.A. taco shop got a little mention during the halftime show?
I don't know. Tito's Tacos.
Tito's Tacos. All right, we'll bring Allie in. We'll score it together. You did decent, Eric, and hopefully we pay you some of Allie's money. It's always good to start the show with a winner. Tomorrow morning around this time, we'll give you another chance to take Allie's cash if you can't win it today. Someone send Allie in. She's making chit-chat in the hall. Today's a big day for small talk with coworkers about commercials and did you watch and blah, blah, blah. Allie is re-entered now. You're battling Eric. You want your money? Let's see how you do. Question number 1. Name one musician who made a surprise cameo during last night's halftime show.
Ricky Martin.
Okay, you went Ricky Martin. That is correct. He went Lady Gaga. Also correct. So congratulations, both of you. Get the point. 1-1. We go to question number 2. This candy brand has launched its own chocolate medal for the Winter Olympics.
God, I saw an ad about, is it Hershey's?
He guessed that as well. I guess when you're known for that boring chocolate bar that people used to eat during the Great Depression, every time anyone got, like, saved from war, it was like them holding a Hershey bar.
It's a good Hershey
but,
bar, though.
A regular Hershey bar?
I mean,
so
if you
low.
put on some more, it's the perfect thing.
You have to add stuff to it. But that is, he guessed Hershey as well. That is correct. Hershey's got the chocolate mess. Question.
Welcome to the chocolate factory.
Well said, sir. Well said.
Sir.
Question number 3. Now that the Super Bowl is officially over and we have the longest stretch now before more football, there's already talk about next season. Where is the Super Bowl taking place next year?
You know, is it going to be at that new Bill Stadium? Is that going to be ready?
Terrible guess for 1,000 reasons.
What about the Vegas one? Vegas, Allegiant.
I can't let you change your guess. He said Atlanta. They would never do a Super Bowl in Buffalo because the weather could be atrocious. You understand how that works?
Yeah, but doesn't it have a dome?
I don't know. The correct
you don't
answer
even know. Then why are you calling me an idiot when you don't even know?
Is right here in L.A. because that much I knew. It's happening at SoFi next year. It's happening in L.A. No one gets the point. We go to question number, still tied up, by the way, if we're keeping track. We go to question number 4.
By the way, they did Levi's Stadium 10 years ago to celebrate the christening of that stadium the first season.
I get it.
So they do that.
Sometimes
it's not the craziest
part of a deal, but usually it's very rarely ever in terribly cold weather places. Go to question number 4. Sadly, the frontman of this KROQ band passed away after a battle with cancer.
Yeah, 3 doors down.
Yeah, Brad Arnold, 3 doors down. Was not doing well for a while, and Saturday, sadly lost his battle with cancer. And
Cancer schmancer.
Yeah, well, in this particular case, cancer got the win, but it sucks, and I'm sure we'll play some 3 doors down later this week.
Cancer got the win.
I didn't know.
This one.
I didn't
Seahawks and cancer, big winners this morning.
Omar was going to play cancer schmancer. I wasn't ready for that, so I have a tribute ready. I was not prepared for that at this moment. That's to my tribute.
Okay.
You guys got the question right. Final question, still tied up right now. Could be anyone's game. This local LA taco shop got a nice little mention during the halftime performance, which SoCal taco shop did get the shout out.
That would be Via's Tacos.
Okay, Highland Park. He guessed Tito's Tacos. Not right. Allie, clearly, based on her performance of Bad Bunny, knows exactly what's going on and nailed it. So, Eric, you played the game beautifully, but sadly, you were taken down by a taco at the end. And what must you shamefully admit over the airways of KROQ? Go ahead.
I am Eric from Riverside, and Allie knows the news.
But tomorrow, it's anyone's game. So be ready to call and play. And we still have a lot more to give you this morning, so don't worry. It will be a Monday full of winners, and we'll prove that to you coming up on KROQ. These guys kicked off the whole thing yesterday. Quite a performance. In fact, I was watching this. Jake, were you there for the Green Day performance?
No, I was in the bathroom, actually.
Great.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show. Mornings on KROQ. KROQ. Yeah! KROQ.
KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Tell me if this is a real excuse or something that was made up, because I feel like I got scammed by technically my own group of friends. And I know you're thinking Klein gets scammed by everyone. And all you need to do is get an eagle on your logo, and Klein will assume it's real, and he'll send you money or give you his social security number.
An eagle? Just put out an ad for a suitcase.
So the last few years for Super Bowl watching, it's shifted around a few different houses of friends of mine that all live within like a mile of each other, and usually one or two people. It's usually one or two of the same people that will be like, hey, this year it's at my place. This year it's at my place. This year's at my place. This year's at my place. And we just go back and forth, and people show up and bring some food and whatever. And it was supposed to be at a buddy's house who lives, not too far from me. And then yesterday morning, he sends a text to everyone, and he goes, guys, have to move location, having an issue at the house. So right away, you go, what could be the issue that you would instantly, day of, be like, can't have people over? What's the big issue, right?
Rodents. Bugs.
I would say maybe toilet not working.
Right, okay.
I think if that wasn't, operable, it'd be a problem.
I would agree, Omar. There's two ones that are acceptable, I think. Plumbing-related issue
or kitchen.
Or electricity. Because that's all you really need. Those if plumbing is fine and people can dump out during halftime, you're fine. And if electricity's fine, then you could watch a game. What else do you need? Those are the things.
Cable,
internet.
Yeah.
Okay, internet, fine. All related to electricity, I would argue. But upon further questioning, he said, our hot water is not working.
Hot water?
So
what's the big deal there?
So everyone goes, that's
Put
fine.
water in a pot.
No one's gonna shower, and I don't think we're making spaghetti. So that's no reason to move locations. Hot water not working?
Yeah, but when you wash your hands after you go to the bathroom, it's a little cold.
So, who cares?
I don't like it.
That's so not a move location day of problem. That's a them problem for showering the next day. Sure, that sucks. Not having working hot water sucks. I've had to replace a hot water heater when all of a sudden you found out that on day. After 10 years exactly to the day, the thing craps out, and you're like, it only had a 10-year warranty.
So do you think that this was made up, or do you think this was real and they were just pussing out?
I think it was real, but I think that was...
Did you ask for proof?
I didn't ask for proof, but someone else, I think, did go over there to confirm that there was no hot water.
I would too.
But I still, even after that was confirmed, there was no working hot water. The argument was still...
What's the big deal?
Right. Why is that worthy of moving a bunch of people? Like,
right, because
no one's
then
sleeping
you have to
there.
Re-coordinate everything, figure out. And I would say the most important aspect is cold water, ice.
By the way, at that
that's
point,
more important than hot water.
Didn't he already purchase everything and had everything kind of set up?
Right. Well, different people were bringing different food things, but the answer is most of the stuff, drinks and everything else, were already at the place. And he had set up the place for seating and TVs and all that stuff. So I just go, I don't know what's going to happen. So now I'm on this group text with 4 other people that could potentially host, and I'm the only one saying nothing. Everyone's going like, well, I guess we could move it to here, but
I also have no hot water.
And God, I should have said that. So stupid. And I said nothing, and I kind of ignored the text because I figured they'll battle it out and just tell me where to go. And because I said nothing, when I finally looked back at my phone, because sometimes I just ignore for a while.
Well, especially if you're in a group chat.
There was a whole side conversation where they basically agreed, we'll just go over to Klein's house because it seems like that's the most midpoint of all the houses.
And have you hosted before? So
No,
it's
no, not where I live now. I have not hosted before, and I made a decision years ago. I didn't ever want to host
anything
ever again. I made that decision. It's just too much.
Well, especially for the Super Bowl on a Sunday, because usually we do host stuff, and this year I was like, I don't want to do it because you can't control when people leave.
Can't control when they leave.
I kind of thought Super Bowl's a thing where once the game's over, you leave. It's just kind of, here, take some leftovers, be on your way. But some people
don't control. It's your house.
Well, you can't control it, but most people kind of know, like, once the game's over, the party's over.
Yeah.
But I have to go to bed and get up really early.
Yeah, tell them that.
You can't throw people out early, especially because we get the game on the West Coast. So it's technically even the game was over at an early hour. But there are times where you're like, all right, it seems like the appropriate time to get the hell out of here, everyone. Goodbye. And people are like, man, I want to sit around and watch the Gatorade. I want to sit around and watch the MVP presentation.
Oh, no.
Sit around and watch. And you go like, but more than that, I learned this. When you are the, quote, host, and that's a job that people have to take seriously, you're kind of on call the whole time, no matter what.
You can't sit and relax.
Someone needs a Band-Aid. You got to be the person to figure out where's the Band-Aid.
You have to make sure everyone's cocktails are refreshed.
Right. Someone's asking for a random thing. You got to find that. Someone's going, is there a blank?
When I host, I'm never sitting down.
No.
I'll stand in a doorway and watch some of the game.
And even if I am sitting, which I was for moments, it felt like it was a very temporary sit before someone would need something.
Yeah.
And rather than just try to explain
It's an anxious sit.
It's an anxious sit. It's not a good sit.
You're on the edge of the seat because you have to get up in any minute.
That's my favorite. Sitting and doing nothing.
A question for you, Mr. Klein. Why didn't you just man up and say, no, we're not having it in my house?
Go, bitch.
Or make up an excuse.
I didn't have a good reason why not to, and part of me thought
the reason is that you don't want to.
Yes, that's a good reason.
That's a good reason.
I didn't think about that, but I was thinking to myself,
you're too nice, man.
If they all come over, then nothing else will be required of me. And my first thought was, if they all, I will have to do nothing because they will bring the stuff.
Oh, they brought everything? You didn't have to cook anything?
That was my thought. But, of course, once again, then the host has to get up. The pizza's cold. I got to go put the pizza in the oven. I got to heat that up. I got to hand that to this. Oh, who wanted this thing? Oh, da. And then, it's kids running around, and kids always have issues. So it just became...
Well, the silver lining is that this was a game to be a host and, ignore the game because it was such a bore fest.
That was the one upside, is that I didn't feel like I was... Like, I would come back occasionally, like, what'd I miss? And people would be like...
And you didn't have to invite me.
Yeah.
And that was the real silver lining.
I think I mushed it for myself because this was the one time that I actually could sit and watch. Like, I made ourselves a little platter. I made some guac, and I was like, great. I can finally sit and enjoy on this beautiful new TV that I got.
You bought a TV for that.
And I can see punt after punt after punt in high definition.
How many inches of TV to make this game exciting? KROQ. Sublime, KROQ, Klein Alley Show. If you're anxiously sitting on a standby boarding list, trying to figure out if you're going to be traveling to Lisbon to see Turnstile, we have to make that phone call soon, so be ready to answer, especially if it's an unknown number, a blocked number, a private number, a possible spam number. Answer. It could be us with great news for you, and then we'll tell you, if you're not on a standby list right now, where you'll be going to next and who you'll be seeing. It's another KROQ band and another international destination, so go ahead and place your bets. We'll give you that information coming up. Lots to get to on this morning's show. Not just Super Bowl related. Going to do a AMA with a matchmaker. If you are looking to finally do some settling down, maybe this is the year you've decided, I am ready to get into a serious relationship. What goes on in the world of matchmaking? Old school. People are done with the apps. They say apps are all loserville. So we will talk to a real deal matchmaker who's got a new book out about finding the right person and basically finding your last ever first date. We'll get into that coming up. And then we'll hear some Jake audio from the actual Super Bowl because he was there. And this is just a tease of what we can look forward to, Allie.
What's your name?
I'm Jamie.
Jamie from where?
So I'm from OC, but I live up here now.
Did you buy your own Super Bowl ticket?
I did.
And how much you pay for it?
We paid $3,800.
So Jake found a lot of people that paid a ton of money, but still way less than he paid for his ticket, $3,800.
Do you think it'd be shameful if a guy had a blind man on dialysis buy his Super Bowl ticket?
A blind man buy? I mean, that's a lot of trust. I don't think it's shameful if you know the person.
So that's one person that does not think what Jake did to get there was shameful. A lot of people would disagree.
And you're wrong. That person did pay more than Jake because Jake paid nothing.
That's a good point. Jake paid $0 of his own money. So we'll get into some of the exciting sounds from inside the stadium, and we will risk being sued by the NFL because anytime you rebroadcast anything that happened anywhere involving the NFL, they'll come after you legally with their army of lawyers.
Okay.
So we'll deal with that later. Quick break. Back in a moment with your A.D D news. And then we'll give away that trip and much more happening this morning right here on KROQ.
KROQ, world famous KROQ.
KROQ, Klein Alley Show.
Think of any KROQ band ever. Think of any destination in the world. And perhaps that's what we announce coming up soon right here on Klein Alley Show. It's part of KROQ's Mile High Club. We'll give away a trip, and then we'll tell you where you'll be heading to next. Get your name on a standby boarding list, and the process continues. But first, there's this, your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
I know everyone has Super Bowl in the brain this morning, but wanted to take a minute to acknowledge Brad Arnold of Three Doors Down. It was a sad weekend in the rock community. He passed away Saturday. He was 47 years old. He had stage 4 kidney cancer. And if you enjoyed going to KROQ shows at all, you may have had the pleasure of seeing Three Doors Down and seeing Brad on stage do his thing. The band put out a very heartfelt statement about him, saying that his kindness, humor, and generosity touched everyone who was fortunate enough to know him, and added that their big hit Kryptonite was written by Brad in his math class when he was 15 years old, and he was just that talented. And of course the band is very emotional putting out this statement, and a lot of other bands, Disturbed, Shinedown, etc., have been tributizing him over the weekend as well.
Sad because, when that diagnosis became public, which has been a little bit of time now, it felt, you always hope, right, because of things that have happened, like, for instance, with Mark Hoppus, right. Blink-182. You go, all right, well, there's times when this is not necessarily a death sentence, and it can end positively, and you always want to believe and hope, and sadly, that is not always just the way it's going to go.
Looking forward to your tribute, man.
Don't worry, Jake. I'll get to it later this morning.
Yeah, what about your tribute?
I'm still working on some of it.
So you're going to work on Cancer Got the Win, kind of upgrade from there?
Not going to. Don't worry about the earlier. The earlier thing was not a tribute. That was a reaction. I will be tributizing, and I do feel sad. And
it is sad.
And bad. And
there are a few bands that you just feel like are so KROQ and kind of ingrained in the DNA of this station, and that is absolutely one of them. And he just seemed like he was so beloved.
47, too. 47. So, sometimes you hear about these guys,
even 60s, 70s seems young, but 40s, you're like, dude,
right.
Still have, a lot of life left. All right, Super Bowl. The game was boring. The outcome was predictable. The halftime show was great, and the Super Bowl commercials were weird. There were some good, some bad. Common themes were GLP-1s, AI, and the Backstreet Boys. In my opinion, Bosch had one of the best commercials. We talked about it a little bit leading up, but it was the Guy Fieri Just a Guy commercial, where he was just a guy and he didn't have his signature spike yellow hair until he touched Bosch products. Then he went from just a guy to guy.
He's super lame looking when he doesn't have his bleached tips.
I know.
Really?
And again, it makes you realize that you don't even realize someone's face.
Sure.
Like, you just realize the bracelets and the shirt and the hair, and then you don't realize, I haven't paid attention to his face ever.
Nope.
And if you took all that away, I really would not look twice at him. A lot of people loved the Dunkin commercial that they recreated every sitcom, Friends, Cheers, Seinfeld. I personally have never liked the Dunkin commercials with Ben, especially when Ben Affleck was up. I just thought they were all over the place, but to each their own, I guess. And another fail for me was the Ritz ad, which I love Ritz.
You're a big Ritz fan.
But
crackers love crackers.
Bowen Yang, John Hamm, and Scarlett Johansson, it kind of just seemed like another, let's add celebrities and everything will be fine type of thing. T-Mobile, I thought, had a good commercial. They had the actual Backstreet Boys doing a custom version of I Want It That Way about their lovely network, and here's just a piece of that.
Tell me why it's America's best network. Tell me why Netflix included in lots of perks. You get a free Slurpee.
And then there was this Temu version of that, where for Coinbase they just played a Backstreet Boys song with title cards.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a karaoke track.
Yeah, and I was
Yeah, it
like,
was weird.
what? And it's one of those things where if there had not been a T-Mobile better one,
right,
then you would have been like, okay, but because that one had played earlier and it was so much better, and then that one played, you're like, what the hell is this? So that was probably one of the biggest fails. And then I also did not care for the Matthew McConaughey, Bradley Cooper commercial with Uber Eats. It was just a lot of yelling.
Ahmad Gardner, like the vegetables, huh? The Hall of Fame's a juicer, Bradley. Dig it out. It's all food, Bradley.
It was just so much.
What the hell?
It was like
I didn't
Bradley
see that.
Cooper's
That was...
trying to enjoy football and talk about the game and stuff. And
What's
Matthew
a second?
Yeah, but Matthew McConaughey is basically like that, just interrupting everything, going like, it's all about food. No one cares about the game, Bradley. It's about food. But it was like Matthew McConaughey, I didn't think it was possible for him to be annoying, and he was so annoying. And there were a few different commercials that were all kind of eventually pieced together. If you watch the entire series, it's like a 3-minute long journey of Matthew McConaughey yelling at Bradley Cooper.
I missed a lot of them because I was forced hosting and running around and getting stuff. But I did see Ben Stiller and Benson Boone, and
that
I
one was a funny
that
one.
was funny because anytime Ben Stiller hurts himself, I always get a good laugh.
Would you rather watch those terrible commercials or watch people try to get on the Jumbotron?
Yeah, because Jake was at the game, so he didn't see any of the commercials.
I'd rather watch the commercials.
But people trying to get on the Jumbotron is a super annoying thing as well. So,
yeah.
I don't know.
There was only one Jesus commercial.
Only one?
Only one.
Oh, Jesus must be running out of money.
And it was also a very Gaga Super Bowl. She was in 2 commercials, and she was the guest in the halftime show. But if you had money on Lady Gaga singing the Jigglypuff Pokemon jingle, then you'd be rich.
Jigglypuff, Jigglypuff.
Every single time you met a
And
new
then there's
Pokemon.
Trevor Noah. There were so many commercials, so many celebrities in this Pokemon commercial. It's so random.
We get into a brand new hour of the show right now, and the very first thing we do is give someone a phone call that will change their life forever. Here we go.
Klein Alley Show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles. This is the world famous KROQ.
All right, there's parts of this job that are fun, there's parts of this job that suck, and then coming in on a Monday after the Super Bowl is never ideal, but when we get to call and make someone's life instantly better, I think that is a win for everyone. And if you are currently on a standby boarding list, I hope you answer this call right now, because it's our opportunity to tell you to pack your bags, because you're going from the standby list to the actual boarding list. And so some KROQ listener is about to have their life changed forever. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hi, is this Nathaniel?
Yeah, it is.
Hi, my name is Klein, and next to me is someone by the name of Allie.
Hi.
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 You just waking up?
Yeah, I just got up. I got up for the show.
You got up for what show?
Klein and Alley show.
Oh, great. That's the show we're on right now.
Terrible reason to wake up.
Do you know why we're calling?
Is it for Portugal?
You are going to be going from the standby list to the actual boarding list. You're off to go see Turnstile in Lisbon, Portugal. Congratulations.
Wow, oh my God. That's crazy.
Hey, Nathan, what are you wearing?
Joggers and a shirt.
Nice, nice.
Hot.
Take one of them off.
I have a feeling the longer we talk to you, the better this conversation will go. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up by telling you that this is live unscripted radio. Clearly, this is not an actor, because he would have done a much better job of acting excited. But Nathan, congratulations. If I can call you Nathan, you have won KROQ's Mile High Club. Well done.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you, Klein and Alley.
You're very welcome. Hold on one second. It's the greatest start to a day after the Super Bowl ever, unless, of course, you're on the Seahawks. But, I mean, he's already having a better day than every single person that's on the Patriots. So there you have it. And just like that could be you a week from now, hopefully with a little bit more excitement. But that could be you in 1 week when we tell you about the next trip, which we're going to do right now.
Clearly, we're not doing a good job of waking people up.
No, we're terrible at that. And that guy claimed he woke up just for this show. So his priorities are all out of whack. Let's tell you where you'll be going to next, shall we, and which band you'll be seeing, as we still need you to get your passport updated. Your next destination for KROQ's Mile High Club is, it's a good one, Allie. You'll be packing your bags, and you'll be heading to Mexico City, Mexico, where you'll be seeing...
Do you have to let it linger? Ice in the pocket. We're saving for lunch. My girl's a bitch when she's moody. But I don't think you can take much more. Who's your boyfriend now?
Destination number 5, KROQ's Mile High Club, puts you in Mexico City with Royal Otis. We would love to make that happen for you, which means we start a brand new standby boarding list in less than an hour. So be ready to. Oh boy,
if you need help leading up to the trip,
going to help you with all of your.
Happy to help you brush up on your Spanish
language
or
barriers.
Espanol, as they say.
That's
Mexico
right.
City.
So be ready to call us at 9 a.m. sharp, and you'll have chances to hop on that standby boarding list every single hour, like we did last time, 9 to 6 p.m. here on KROQ, and you will be seeing this band right here. So there you go. Congratulations to our previous winner. We just met him. He was Mr. Personality, Nathaniel. That trip is now officially off the board, and we've got a new one to look forward to. It's Royal Otis in Mexico City. Your chance to hop on the list in less than an hour.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show. Mornings on KROQ. KROQ. Yeah! KROQ.
Klein Alley Show. That is the sound of your flight taking off to go see that band right there in Mexico City. It is destination number 5, KROQ's Mile High Club, and Royal Otis, the band, Mexico City, the place, and your first spot on a brand new standby boarding list in about 50 minutes right here on KROQ.
You know, there are some tickets that you should take seriously, especially red light tickets, speeding tickets, things where the fine is going to be crazy. You got to go to traffic school, the whole deal.
I don't take red light tickets seriously at all.
Well, those are so expensive.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Not the camera ones.
Oh,
those, I don't know if they're taking a picture of you, and then if sometimes they send the picture, I think you can get out of those more easily.
Yeah, ignore until they go away.
But, like, if you run a red light and get pulled over, that's a serious ticket.
That's a different one. Yeah, sure.
But I got a ticket in the mail that I thought maybe in the back of my mind was coming, but I kind of had forgotten about it. And I checked the mail over the weekend, and I received in the mail a ticket. Well, it was an envelope from Avis Rent-A-Car in Germany, letting me know that while I was utilizing their rental car, I received a traffic violation in Würzburg, Germany.
What was the violation?
Well, there were 2 pictures that were taken while I was driving that car. And it was one of them, I was making a lane change. And it was one of those things where there was a roundabout, and I was like, which lane am I supposed to be in? I don't know what's going on with this roundabout. In the last minute, I kind of changed to a different lane, and there was a flash that went off. And I was like, what? I wasn't speeding or anything, but I guess you can get a ticket for an ineffective lane change in Germany, which I had no idea. I know. But I think, you know, a country that has the Autobahn where you can drive no speed limit, when there are rules, I think you have to take them pretty seriously, because when there were speed limits, nobody was going over the speed limit. Everyone was very good at following the rules. So I didn't know how seriously to take it, because I think that's technically, like, you can get a ticket here for going over a solid white line, and nobody gets tickets for that kind of stuff, right?
Right.
So I was like, oh, well, whatever. And I went about my day, went about my vacation, and now, you know, a couple months later, I'm getting this ticket I'm getting a notice in the mail saying you have received a ticket. We passed your information along to the authorities, and just for that inconvenience, we're charging you $30.
30.
And we're also going to send you the link for the actual ticket so that you can pay it.
Well, look, I mean, here's the thing. It's in Germany, but it's through Avis, American company. So the question is, do you want to have a problem with them moving forward? For $30, I would say
€30.
Oh, €30. What's that work out to? I don't even know anymore.
It's like $33.
Oh, okay. In that case, ignore. I mean, look, you get an international ticket, I would say, for the most part, that is an ignore no matter what. If that came
Why, though? Because can't they come after me?
No. Stop it.
They're German.
How much? Well, yeah, good point. Pay the ticket immediately. Yeah, pay the ticket immediately, Allie.
Knock on my door.
Yeah.
Just the Gestapo's
It's been 5 minutes. I don't know. I could not imagine. I get tickets out of state. I ignore. I mean, you're talking out of country now.
Yeah, but what if they're, you know, what I get nervous about is when they just do fines on top of fines, and then the late fees, and then in some country I owe them thousands of dollars because I've ignored this ticket for that long, and then all of a sudden, years from now, I go back to that country, or I use Avis again because I've forgotten, and they're like, hey, your name is on our wall.
How great would it be if Allie went back to Germany in 10 years, gets locked up because she has $50,000 worth of
Oh my
unpaid
God,
fines?
locked up abroad, but the lamest story ever.
But I just don't think that.
What are you in for? I didn't pay a ticket 10 years ago.
An ineffective lane change 10 years ago. Really? Mine is heroin.
I just feel like that is the kind of thing that just goes. There's certain tickets I get in my head. I go, that's just going to go away. I know you don't think they will because they go in the system.
They might for you. I don't think these things go away for me.
Yeah, but it's funny either way because either it goes away and you don't have to deal with it, or it doesn't. It gets much worse. In which case, hilarious for us.
Katie was like, "Why don't you just explain to them that you didn't know the rules?" And I was like, "I don't think they have like feelings like that in Germany. I don't think you can be like,
And they don't have feelings at all.
Yeah, I don't think you can be like, sorry, I'm just a dumb tourist. They're like, this is the violation.
Yes, we know.
Yeah, exactly. They're not going to have any kind of sympathy for me.
Okay, Adolph. Relax. Never.
Did I press one for customer service? You're so mean.
I think that, I know you don't want to pay. You're El Cheapo.
I don't even want to pay the $30. Like, I was thinking, if I pay the $30 and then just don't pay the ticket.
Oh, so the 30 is just
from Avis.
Oh, okay.
That's like because we have to deal with this and we had to pass along your information, we're charging you $30.
So you don't even know what the ticket is for?
No, I don't even know how much the ticket is for.
Oh.
I've just received a letter in the mail from Avis.
That's interesting. I'm curious as to how big could that ticket have been?
Right. It could be, I have no idea.
You should call and argue the thing with Avis. That seems like kind of a ripoff, right?
Yeah,
of course. Just because they had to pass along my information, they're charging me $30.
Yeah, but I think that's one of those, like, all the fine print that no one reads when you rent a car. I think there is something in there that says, like, if you receive any tickets that you don't deal with on your own.
Who the hell reads any of that crap?
No one does.
And even if I did read it, why would it matter? It's not like I'm going to be like, hold on a minute, I'm not going to sign this.
This, to me, is a strong ignore. I'm sure there's people that would give you a cautionary tale of times that they ignored tickets they got and thought that they would just go away, and then they probably came back to bite them in the ass. If that happened to you, I'd love to hear your cautionary tale for Allie. But
if you ignored it.
For the most part, I do think that's a ignore. Just keep ignoring, and eventually the problem will solve itself.
I think even for you have a lot of outstanding tickets in the Bay Area.
Tons.
And that's not even out of state.
Yeah, I mean, I went over the Golden Gate Bridge for years.
I don't think you ever paid a Golden Gate Bridge.
A toll, ever.
Because they're like, we're going cashless, and you're like, that means free.
Yeah, I was like, cashless. I love the sound of that, yeah.
KROQ Mile High Club. Our favorite KROQ bands and destinations all around the world.
Stop number 5. Grab tacos at midnight. Drink something neon. Accidentally summon something with an Aztec death whistle. Oops, when you see Royal Otis in Mexico City. Listen every hour from 9 to 6 to instantly get on the standby boarding list. Courtesy of Interscope Capital.
Hey, this is Roy. This is Otis. We're Royal Otis. Keep it on KROQ to win.
KROQ.
From DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. Accident to work injury? Visit calldowntown.com for a free case review.
KROQ. We are Klein Alley's show. Later this morning, going to start qualifying you to win this pretty romantic package just in time for Valentine's Day. We'd love to send some listeners off to Catalina Island, romance package. You'll get round-trip transportation, chocolates, champagne, all the cliche stuff. A very nice dinner at the romantic Avalon Grill. And we will put you up at the Hotel Atwater. That is all going to be coming up later this morning as we qualify people for this romantic getaway. But you may be thinking to yourself, I'm not in a relationship right now. In fact, I've given up on the whole concept of dating because I've talked to quite a few people that are single and they're on the apps and they are saying it's not fun. It is a war zone out there.
Everyone I know that is on online dating apps says, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. And they are constantly installing and uninstalling.
Yep.
And then going, I'm going to take a break from it. Okay, now I'm back. Now every guy is just asking me if I'm sexual and trying to sleep with me, and then they leave. So it seems that nobody's happy.
That's why we were thrilled when JD agreed to come on with us. Her new book called Your Last First Date, Secrets from a Hollywood Matchmaker is officially out now. Her company, LJ Matchmaking, has worked with top Hollywood actors, executives, creatives for years, and I don't know how many success stories she's got under her belt, but to think about the concept of being a matchmaker, you know all of the bad out there. I would argue that's probably one of the skills, is that you kind of get the behind-the-scenes dirt as to all the stuff that's not working, so you can figure out what actually does work. And now JD Samuels-Kuba joins us on KROQ. Good morning, and thank you for sharing some of your secrets with us this morning and our listeners as well.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
So let's be honest. Is it a war zone out there? People that are saying that they're over this whole world of dating? I know your book is, the concept is, let's learn the skills so that we can be on our last ever first date and find the person we want to spend the rest of our lives with. But is it worse than ever before for actual casual dating right now?
I mean, yeah, I think it is in some ways worse than before. That's why I started the company, to try to address it. But the book's also for people who have the skills and are just looking in all the wrong places to find their person. So, I think it's the rise of AI. You don't know if you're talking to chatbots. There's online dating app burnout, just the illusion of choice out there. So it's rough, and I'm here to help.
So you are or were a Hollywood matchmaker, and what does that entail?
Yeah, so I still do it. It's been about 15 years. I was an assistant on Family Guy when I started the company, and I just looked around and noticed there were a lot of people looking for love, and there was no hub for people who were grounded, serious about the search in the industry. And I thought, why not be that hub? And started charging like $10 a month at first, and it's just snowballed from there. And now it's my full-time passion and job, and I just love it so much. So
I think
couples.
I feel like you made it in the news a few years ago, because I think it was during all of the strikes, right? Like while everyone was on strike, all the writers' strikes, you were matchmaking people that were on strike together, right?
I was. I'm a TV writer myself, so I was out there picketing. I brought my kiddo with me, and I was on the lines. And I thought, well, this is a missed opportunity. People should be finding love on the lines. They're already marching. We're already picketing for a cause. Everyone believed in the same cause together. So probably there's a lot of single people out there marching. Why not look around and not just champion that cause, but look out for yourself too?
So somebody comes to you and says, I want, did they come up with a list of priorities and things that they value, and then you go find those people? And do you also see that people maybe have too specific of requirements to the point where they're kind of eliminating a lot of the eligible people out there?
Oh, yeah, that happens all the time. My husband's someone I set up 5 times before I actually asked him on a date. He had a very rigid set of requirements, and I did not meet any of those. And so I always remind people that, it might feel like you want to order off a menu. It's the same thing with online dating. But the key is somebody avoiding your deal breakers. It's not just about that checklist. And so I'll level with people if they're asking for something that I think is unattainable or doesn't make sense for what their ultimate journey is going to be. But at the end of the day, to me, it's about avoiding the deal breakers.
If someone says to you, I had the worst date ever, right? Because you hear after the fact what happened. What are some of the common threads that, if you're listening to this right now and you go, all right, I don't want to do this on a first date. What are some things that always will make the first date a bad first date?
Well, never talk about your ex on the first date. I would say don't be serious. I think the best first dates, there's a lot of levity involved. The whole first date should be, do we have chemistry? Do I want to see this person again? And if the answer is yes, that's great. Anything you're doing that's going to make someone not want that to happen, then you're failing on that first date. So, yeah, of course, talking about exes, showing up in a super serious way, being rude to the waiter is one that I hear all the time. Yeah. Such a turnoff for people. But yeah, to me, it's about keeping the conversation light.
Now, what about sex on the first date? Is that still advised?
It's still advised. When was that ever advised?
I just feel like everyone's fine with it now, right? I mean,
listen, if I set up 2 people and they tell me that they hooked up on the first date, I feel like job well done. You have to be prepared for the potential consequence of it not working out. So the advice I give to clients is on a case-by-case basis. If you're somebody who can shoulder, I think having sex on a first date or at any point in the relationship, sex speeds up an eventual outcome. If you're going to end up with someone and you sleep together on a first date, it's not going to change that. If you're going to break up eventually, you're just going to break up after the first date. And so I think it speeds up that outcome, and you have to be prepared to know what that outcome is sooner.
We're chatting right now with a author and a matchmaker who's been doing this now for close to 2 decades. Your last first date, secrets from a Hollywood matchmaker for people that are feeling very, I guess, dejected by the system we have in place now. Either your friends trying to set you up, oh, you got to meet my coworker, he just got divorced, great. Or, going on the apps. And I know there's no shortage. And every day, because I got single friends, like, oh, I'm on this new one now. It's invite only this and that. And yet they keep seeing the same people. They're like, I'm on 9 different apps, and I'm seeing the same people on all of the apps, which seems like it's you've made it to the end of the internet for some reason. Yeah. But you're saying that there is hope out there. Where is a good first date location? Where obviously there's a lot of ones that are cliche and probably aren't working great. Have you found over the years that this works better, like hikes work better, or go to coffee instead of dinner?
Oh, definitely not coffee. There's nothing less romantic than a coffee date. I feel like guy asks you to coffee, I assume that he's cheap. That's what my clients typically assume as well. But also on the flip side, you don't want a 5-course meal on a first date either. So I have a whole chapter in the book about what makes for a perfect first date location. I think even down to the airflow, whether it's communal seating, I think rooftop locations, if you live in an area that has great weather like LA, rooftop locations are great, but also keeping it casual over drinks, maybe with the promise of appetizers. So timing is important. I think too early in the evening, it's not so romantic. You want the lighting to be good. So I take all of these things into account when I'm introducing 2 people on a first date.
And what about men paying for the first date? I think there's a lot of discrepancy there now. There are a lot of people that are happy to go Dutch or pay. Do you feel like that's changing, or do you think a lot of people still expect men to pay for everything at the beginning?
I think it's really confusing out there, whether you're a man, you're a woman. Do I offer? Do I reach? Should I accept if you're a guy? So I take that off the table with my company. My business partner, Lauren Rosenberg, and I, when we set this up, decided how can we structure a business model so that men and women don't have to think about this. So we actually have women invest in the service. We have guys invest in the women on dates. So if you're a guy who's traditional and you are already treating, great. That's all we ask you to do when we're setting people up. There's no confusion. The woman paid for the service. The guy pays for the woman on the date. Out there on your own, it's a little bit different, and you have to feel it out. What I say is for straight couples, if you're a woman and you don't want to actually have the guy accept, don't offer in the first place.
Right.
Make it clear that you're more traditional. Don't even reach. If you're a guy who really wants that traditional dynamic, then insist on paying. But, it's different these days. Women are working as much as men, and we all have the ability to pay for ourselves. And so you just have to decide what is the dynamic you're looking for and just set that tone early.
And what about using a Groupon on a first date? You think that's a good move right there?
Mm-hmm.
Let them know you got
that's respectable. That's a nice place.
Let them know you got a deal that's...
Or a free appy.
Right.
I think, slip it to the waiter when your date's not looking.
Smart. All right, that's good advice right there.
Some people find that sexy, Klein.
I don't think anyone finds that sexy at all.
Okay. Like they did their research.
Right. Yeah, I don't think that would be the case.
What about the ick, the whole ick factor is like, oh, we were dating and we liked each other, but then there was a weird way he was tying his shoes and I just couldn't get over it. Do you feel like that's just people being picky, or do you think that is like if you're not into the person, there's just going to be a sign and that's your sign?
I absolutely. So nobody wants this, right? I don't know.
They do a whole thing about ick.
Yeah, they do a whole thing about the ick factor, and it comes around, right? So there's a turn off, and then she sticks with it, and it's like, oh, okay, like I just spooked myself, and I'm glad I stuck with it. I think that for me, it's frustrating because one wrong text message, and suddenly I have a client say, well, who else do you have? That person turned me off. I think that it's important to stick with it. There is that illusion of choice out there. Everyone with swiping culture is looking for the next best thing. So the second someone does something you don't like, you're like, all right, I want to see what else is out there. But I think instead of looking for reasons why we're not interested in someone, I think it's important to look for the positives and what we are enjoying about that person and remind ourselves of that.
Match Made in Hollywood on Instagram. We'll put up the links. Your last first date, secrets from the Hollywood Matchmaker. JD, thank you for giving us some of that on KROQ today so that people can at least feel like there is hope out there for everyone who's feeling very, like, especially this time of year. I know it's tough, right? We were able to drown ourselves in wings and beer yesterday with football, but now the reality is hitting a lot of people going, oh, man, another Valentine's Day, I got nothing going on. Would you agree that standards get a little lower around Valentine's Day because people are just looking for something? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would call it lowering standards, but I definitely think people are more open-minded, which can be a really great thing. I don't think expanding your search means you are lowering the requirements of what you're looking for, and that open-mindedness might be what you need to find your person.
All right.
We settled, and we're really happy, aren't we?
Yeah, settling. That's where it's at. That's always someone. I mean, come on. It's always someone's got to settle the relationship.
I mean, I did.
Right?
I'm happy about it.
Right. It's settle culture, baby.
So undateable.
JD, thanks so much for being on KROQ this morning. Greatly appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, there you go, everyone. Some hope. Find your love this year. It's KROQ, Klein Alley Show.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show.
Mornings on KROQ.
Yeah!
KROQ.
Klein Alley Show. While you were watching the game last night, Jake was at the game, courtesy of some listeners that pooled some money together, primarily a Blind Charlie. And Blind Charlie did want to... well, there's a lot of people that are demanding he gets his money back because of how boring the game was. But...
Beep. Yeah, this is a drunken message. I am so sorry, but if Jake went to the Super Bowl, he needs to give Blind Charlie his money back. This game is so freaking boring. It's only halftime. Oh, my God, it sucks. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Blind Charlie, you need your money back. Free Blind Charlie. Let's go.
Meanwhile, Blind Charlie did leave a message to thank us for allowing him to spread some joy.
Good morning, Klein, Allie, Vanessa, Jake, Johnny, Omar. Thank you for letting me have my fun and spread some joy. It really means a lot to me. I appreciate the F out of it. I love you guys with all my heart. Have a great week.
So that's him being joyful and being appreciative that, he was able to make Jake's dreams come true by sending him to the game. And we said, it'll be worth it because Jake will come back with amazing audio from all the people he talks to, and it will be totally worth it for the show. And Jake apparently had a problem with his meta glasses.
Which, thank you, NetBangers and everybody, for your tips and allow us to get that because we've been wanting to.
But Jake,
so
of
those
course,
donations are fine.
Jake, listen, the issue is we went over this so many times before you left. We said, let's just make sure we get it right so we don't have bad audio. You said, no problem, I got it. And this was what Jake came back with.
What's your name? Kenny from where?
From Seattle.
Kenny, did you buy your own Super Bowl ticket?
I did.
How much you pay for it?
$7,800 each.
Right on.
My wife just found out.
That is great.
Is that person sitting next to you, or is that through Skype? What is that?
Yeah, where did you do that, Jake? Out of curiosity. I mean, that could...
right in front of me. It was through the meta glasses, even though they were turned off. I was trying to record through my phone.
It could not have been any worse right there.
And, you sounded okay, but that person just sounded like they were...
They were right in front of my face.
Well, you can't tell.
I don't know why I recorded through the meta glasses, because if they were on, I would have a video. I could extract the audio from the video, but I didn't. And I don't know why it happened.
So you have no video, picked up the audio, but no video from this.
No, that's why I don't know why it went through the meta
Kenny,
glasses.
did you buy your own Super Bowl ticket?
I did.
How much you pay for it?
$7,800 each.
It's great. It's good stuff right there.
Wait, how much did he pay?
I don't know, Allie.
$7,800.
Who could hear?
Oh, okay.
It doesn't make sense.
All right. Well,
and apparently, Jake said one of the best moments was when he found a guy that paid $7,800 per ticket, and his wife found out right in front of him that's how much he paid.
Is that what this was?
That's what that was. But
that would have been so funny.
Yeah, we can't.
Okay.
We don't know.
I will say, though, it was cool to see the video footage of him, on the road to the Super Bowl and walking into the stadium, and you see it through the glasses, so you feel like you were there.
Yeah, no, people were, listen, for the most part, I mean, I'm not going to have time to play all these messages, but a lot of people said that they were very excited to live vicariously through Jake. I mean...
hi, friends that don't know are my friends. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. Tomorrow is going to suck. But I just saw your IG, and I'm actually really happy for Jake. Normally, I'm not a Jake fan.
I get it.
But this whole process of him going to the Super Bowl, it made me happy for Jake. So, cool, Jake. Good job, and yeah, okay, bye.
So people said that they were excited to live vicariously through Jake, and he got to go to the Super Bowl, and a lot of squawing on the goat line. So a lot of that, Allie. A lot of that.
We have to call that pet store back.
Oh, yeah.
Now that the squawing is going to be even more robust. But I also think there were a lot of people texting in that they were disappointed Jake wasn't the streaker. Because there was a streaker.
I know.
And then I saw the streaker and I was like, this is a hot streaker. Like, he had no shirt on. He had like a six-pack. He was hot. He had glasses on that looked kind of like meta glasses, too. And I was like, oh, could it be? Oh, no, it's just a hot social media influencer.
Jake was way too far up in the sky
But
to
Kyle
be the
Williams,
streaker.
like, tackled him. What a bucket list thing to be tackled by a Super Bowl wide receiver.
Here is, we all put in some prop bets as to things we thought would happen during the game, and it's an opportunity right now for us to see exactly how terribly we did. Although some people did get some stuff right, actually. I'm surprised, Allie, that of all of the bets we made, and there was quite a few, first commercial to air after the national anthem, no one got that right. I said beer, Allie said insurance, Jake said Uber Eats, Omar said Bounty paper towels, Coca-Cola from Vanessa, Johnny said something with Snoop, and I think the first commercial was officially the trailer for Scream, the new Scream movie.
Yeah, but you had talked about that before you went with beer, which is
so stupid.
And in my mind, I was like, "Oh, movie trailer would be a good guess," but I went the other way too, so we would have gotten a point there.
In the world of Gatorade, and for the first time ever, the game was so boring that they actually broke away from the game to show them making the Gatorade minutes before it was poured on the winning coach, so you could actually see the actual recipe of powder and water to turn the Gatorade from clear into yellow-green, which is the one, lemon-lime, which is the one that Allie picked.
Well, it was also not a close game ever, so I'm sure they were like, let's just get this ready now.
Let's get it ready.
We're all good.
So it was the lemon-lime Gatorade, which was Allie's prediction there, so she gets a point. Then in the surprise guest of the halftime performance, Allie said Cardi B, Vanessa said Daddy Yankee, Omar said Drake. Jake said Ricky Martin.
Which that was so out of left field. It was like, Ricky Martin, he's old and like, maybe not so relevant anymore. And then there, sitting there next to the guitar was Ricky Martin.
Did you even see the halftime show from the stadium, Jake? Because they had all those giant, corn cobs, all that field stuff. Could you actually see the performance or no?
Yeah, I saw it. I saw most of it. I went out and got a beer during part of it.
I feel like most of the questions we've asked Jake, if he saw during the game, he was either in the bathroom or getting a beer.
I was in the bathroom a lot. I was very anxious.
Oh,
Jesus Christ!
God, I hope. Were you sitting on the end, or do you have to get up and go? Excuse me.
And so I would get up and go right half the time, then I go left the other half the time. So I didn't bother with the same people.
God.
Imagine this guy who paid $700 for a ticket. It was like I had to sit up 19 times every quarter because the guy
with diarrhea.
Guy next to me had irritable
only
bowels.
9 times. I only went right half the time and left half the time.
Who will the MVP thank first? I actually did not even see this part. So I don't know
did. He thanked God.
Yeah, thank God.
Oh man!
I know. I was like, God damn. Oop! I shouldn't say that.
Shouldn't say it. And final score.
Has it.
Final score. We had a lot of close ones. I mean, Omar, I think, was Johnny was the furthest off. He said Seahawks win 7-0, which actually looked great for a while. Johnny looked like he was a genius for the first half.
So I think at the end of the first quarter, it was 6-0, 3-0.
Yeah, it was pretty nothing. But then Allie said 34-24. Omar said 11-5. Vanessa had 27-25. I had 24-21, and Jake had 36-14.
With Jake, who I think was the closest all around. I think he was.
So Jake, your prize is you won tickets to the Super Bowl, which you already went to. So congratulations.
You win another trip to the bathroom.
And and we got to take a break so Jake can go to the bathroom right now. But we'll be back with more show and your first spot on a standby boarding list. If you're tired of hearing about other people winning and you want to win something, we'll have you a chance in less than 15 minutes to go see Royal Otis in Mexico City, as announced earlier this morning, and we get you on that list coming up after this.
We love being followed by strangers.
Yeah.
Follow us at Klein Alley Show on Instagram, TikTok, and tell your aunt to follow us on Facebook.
KROQ Recovery Monday, hungover, full of sodium. Some of the greatest eating that happened, and hopefully today you're rocking some leftovers. Because a 7-layer dip can become a 3-layer dip, can still become a 1-layer dip, and you can go into that thing until, I don't know, Thursday, Friday, no problems. Right, Allie? Just keep on
Klein.
dipping.
I totally agree with you, man.
Keep on chugging along. That veggie platter, right in the garbage. Everything else?
Sometimes you can get down to the 1 layer and then just add more.
Add more layers.
On top of it.
That's absolutely true.
Add more layers to the dip and yourself.
That's absolutely true. Let's get into your news now. Then we get you on the standby boarding list so you can go to Mexico City and see some Royal Otis. But first, this.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
We talked about the game. We talked about the ads. Let's talk about the halftime show. We now know why there was a height requirement for Bad Bunny's backup dancers. It's because they all ended up dressing up like plants. There's a limit, I guess, to how many carts you can roll out onto the field during the halftime show, and Bad Bunny had this mission to make the field look exactly like his hometown in Puerto Rico, which is covered in sugarcane plants and palm trees. So his solution was to turn the trees into people and have them run out on stage as plants and instead of wheeling them out. And it was a success. I think the scene he was trying to create was so well executed. There, you used to kind of everywhere he turned, there was something new going on. There was a different party. There were guys playing dominoes. There was a Via's Tacos, a nice taco cart. Great shout out to a local taco shop. Shows that time and time again, tacos can bring us all together.
Yeah, great equalizer.
It is. There were appearances by not only Lady Gaga and Ricky Martin, but also I guess the text line confirmed that Pedro Pascal and Cardi B were seen dancing in the background. So a lot more celebrity cameos during the halftime show if you watch again. But there was also a real couple that got married during the show. So there was at one point he had rolled into a wedding. They said I do and kissed. And I was curious whether it was a real couple or not, but it was. Of course, we don't know who they are. Their names weren't released. But he also seemingly gave his Grammy to a kid. And I'm really hoping he didn't rip it out of his hands at the end of that. Seems like he gave it to that. I was like, is this a nephew or anything? Again,
we don't know. That was a kid that was detained by ICE once or whatever. So it was kind of like,
wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I couldn't find the history on that.
Yeah.
He also took a minute to shout out every Spanish-speaking country, including the United States. And it really felt like it was joyful. It felt like a celebration of a population that badly needs celebrating right now and deserves a celebration. And it just felt like a party that really needed to happen that moment.
And then Ali,
it made me very happy.
Outdid all of it by her performance of the exact same performance. And
you know, Bad Bunny said that I don't have to learn Spanish, I just have to learn how to dance.
No, you didn't do that either.
That's
for the
my
record.
language. Bailamos.
I think I heard your kid crying at one point when we were doing that.
Yeah, he fell off the swing, but I was in the middle of it. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You can see me look in the video outside, and then I just keep going. I was like, oh, look, I'm in the flow here.
First, congrats, Jake, on your team winning the Super Bowl, but we got to talk about the whitest thing we've all seen this weekend, and that was Ali singing along to Bad Bunny on Instagram. Wow, that was more white than anything I've seen in a long time. So, Ali, good job.
There were a lot of people that said that they could understand me better than they could understand Bad Bunny. There are a lot of Spanish speakers out there that said they have a tough time understanding Bad Bunny lyrics. Vanessa knows what I'm talking about, right, Vanessa?
Yeah, like sometimes, like what is he saying? We just you just sing like that.
Everyone's doing the same thing.
Exactly like rap.
Yeah.
Ali is apparently, according to Vanessa, she's not allowed to go on TikTok because for digital detox, but she says Ali is doing numbers right now. TikTok cannot get enough of White
lady
Ali
trying to learn Spanish through Bad Bunny
doing
lyrics.
Bad Bunny. It's crushing right now.
Meanwhile, Kid Rock's show was pathetic, and the fourth act had dropped out of his set before it even started. It also couldn't stream on Twitter at the last minute because of licensing issues, and apparently it happened indoors among a crowd of dozens.
Oh.
And yes, he did play Ba with the Ba, and then there were weird classical music interludes, and then there were some, really weird speeches that were taking place on behalf of the country singers, but it also apparently went on very, very long. It started before Bad Bunny started his halftime show, and it went well into the third quarter.
Oh, man.
So
that was some performance.
Seems like it was longer than it needed to be. And then just another local thing. This is apparently a big deal for nature. Wolves are back.
Hell yeah.
In L.A. A wolf visited Los Angeles County for the first time in 100 years. She's a 3-year-old female gray wolf, and she was detected. She was picked up near Lancaster. I'm not quite sure what this means, but apparently it's a big deal because wolves were pretty much, eradicated from this area a long time ago.
Baby.
And we're bringing them back. Wolves are cool, man.
Yeah, start breeding, start having wolves now. It's
Baby
exciting.
wolf? Well,
Very
now we just got to find a male wolf to go with this female wolf.
Oh, I'm sure the one will pop up. She's got to get in the heat, and then all of a sudden the men will find her. Don't worry. That's how it happens. So we get into a brand new hour of the show right now, and the first thing we do is get you on a standby boarding list if you are caller 20 at 800-520-1067. Let's go.
Klein Alley Show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles. This is the world famous KROQ.
There's your call. Cue to call us. 800-520-1067. It's a brand new destination, a brand new band, Royal Otis, Mexico City. We're looking for you. You'll be the first name to go on the standby boarding list. Earlier today, we talked to Nathaniel and gave him the good news that he was hopping off the standby list onto the actual boarding list. And now Nathaniel will be going to see Turnstile in Lisbon, Portugal. And just like you a week ago, he was just a random name on a random list. And now he's got some travel in his future, and you could be next if you are caller 20 right now at 800-520-1067. This hour on the show, Allie, it's going to be a good hour because we kick things off by getting someone on the standby list. But then we're going to start hearing about your dry spells, which is usually not a good thing. But in this particular case, and even if you're in a relationship, I mean, maybe you are married, you've been married a while, you're on a bit of a dry spell. We could turn your dry spell into a very wet weekend, I guess is a good way to put it. If we send you to Catalina, we've got some details about a romantic Valentine's Day getaway that will send you to the island known as Catalina.
Are you still plowing?
I am on a bit of a heater right now.
Wow.
Yeah, I am on a I mean, I went through a long 30-plus day drought, and now I'm on a bit of a sexual tear. But
good for you, man.
Thank you. But it will end like all things do because, you know, ebbs and flows, baby. That's the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And once the flows come, then the ebbs come for me. You know what I'm saying? Right? That's how
Not
it is.
for me.
Yeah, not for you. So let's say hi to caller 20 right now, and then we will get into your dry spells coming up later this hour. Give away a trip to go to Catalina. Hey, is this... Hold on. Valente?
Yes, it is.
You are calling from Downey, and you are the 20th caller. Congratulations.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're the first name to go on a brand new list. If we call you back in about a week, you'll be packing your bags and heading to Mexico City to see Royal Otis, okay?
Oh, I hope so. I can't wait.
All right. If not, at least we had this exchange, right?
Yeah.
That makes it all worth it, doesn't
Almost.
It does. It does. Thank you.
you want to go ahead and bow out and say this was enough?
This was enough? You want us to take your name off the list and go to someone else? You want to keep your name on the list?
No, let's keep the name on the list.
On a 1 to 10 scale, how exciting was the Super Bowl yesterday?
I say 4 or 5.
Wow. Higher score than I would have.
5. Yeah. I can't remember a more boring Super Bowl other than that Broncos one, like, what was that, 10 years ago?
It's been a while. It's been a while. Although it was great. I think it peaked when this band played to get everyone in the right mood before the game even kicked off. Green Day put on hell of a performance, as they seem to always know how to do. American Idiot, and then more with these idiots next on KROQ. All right, the Monday after Super Bowl is never usually a great day for people, unless you, of course, are heading to Disneyland because you're part of the winning team, the Seahawks, perhaps. Good day for you, and you get to hold the trophy and kiss it and all that. That's nice. But then there's everyone else in the world that is feeling like they're in recovery mode because they drank too much or ate too much or were up too late or were bored out of their mind, whatever. I got terrible news yesterday, even before the game began. It had nothing to do with the Super Bowl at all. And I got the news on Saturday, and it completely shifted my outlook for Sunday.
Is this about your nose staying the same?
No, that's sadly the mirrors give me that news every day, Allie. I got the tip off that my kid has been begging me to join a league, a sports league, for a while. My youngest one, and she's pretty athletic, and I should support. If you're a parent, you should support your kid's interests. However, I've seen enough parents go through the struggles of what it is really like if you want to put your kid in some sort of a sports league where it involves multiple days of practice, games, traveling all over the place. You're in Oxnard 1 minute, then you got to go to Camarillo.
You're talking about like travel ball for baseball or club league stuff. But your kids aren't there. Your kids are playing like Little League or something, right?
That's what I thought, but I guess the one that I had signed her up for, there's a lot of this involved, which I didn't know. I thought this was going to be...
How do you not know that?
I just thought they'd go meet at the local park and hit the ball for an hour once a
Omar,
week.
I will say my kid is now the first foray into that T-ball experience. They don't give you any information. They don't give you crap.
Man, well, the league that I signed up my girls for, all the information's on their website.
Yeah, that's because you're a coach and you know all that stuff.
Apparently,
you don't know what the hell's going on.
There was an app called Game Changer, Change Game, or something.
Yeah, no, it's Game Changer. Yeah, I'm familiar with it.
I was supposed to download it. I never did.
Can you change it to not happening?
And they said that had all the information. I just assumed, someone will tell me where I have to go. And up until this point, it's been, as I said, one game once in a while, no big deal. You show up, you don't show up. Then there's this one where everything has been magnified greatly because it involves, as I said, multiple practices, multiple travels. And I got the schedule on Saturday. And the first practice was Sunday morning at 8 a.m. Super Bowl Sunday morning, yesterday morning, 8 a.m. And I said, it sucks.
Wait, so they just told you that?
Well, apparently there was multiple emails sent out over the past few weeks, which I didn't see.
You do a little digging, and you know it was your fault.
I never downloaded the app either. But apparently the way it works is because they all share a field, every team gets the field for a certain amount of time, and the time starts, the earliest time is 8 a.m., and then those go throughout the day.
Them's the breaks, man.
Them's the breaks, dude.
Yeah.
The breaks suck.
So
because,
I mean, dude.
It's every, by the way, Al, I just looked at I finally downloaded the app. It's every Sunday at 8 a.m.
Oh, my God.
Straight up.
But the season's only 3 months long or something like that.
It's baseball season. It goes on forever. I don't think there's an end in sight. It's like one of those stupid parties.
No, dude. It's not that bad.
It says goes till question mark.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Question mark.
I think it goes up.
Aren't the games like 20 minutes?
No.
What?
And not only that.
I thought they did all this stuff to make the game end faster.
I thought so, too. And they even said something about we don't keep score at this point. I'm like, great, so why even show up?
Is she playing T-ball? What's she playing?
No, it's machine pitch.
Machine pitch?
Yeah, I think the machine pitches.
Okay, all right.
Because they don't want the kids get hit. Yeah, parents get sued when they hit the kid with the ball.
Right, okay.
So that's like a step up from T-ball.
Can't sue the machine, I guess.
Okay.
But regardless, I find out that it's 8. So now, when I find out it's 8 a.m. on Sundays, every Sunday, I start talking to other people and going, can I get her traded to another team that has a more convenient schedule?
Wow, you're already doing a trade?
You're done in time.
No, I don't want to.
You have the rest of your Sunday free,
dude. Knowing you have that hanging over your head is the worst.
Yeah.
On Saturday, if you ever plan on going out, having like a fun Saturday night out, and now you know you've got to do that
Sunday's
early.
the one day.
That is the one, to be honest, of all the days, we don't sleep in for this job. Saturday, I can't. I wake up regular hours too because Sunday's the one day of the week I kind of feel like I can lazily get out of my bed around 8 o'clock.
Or even if you get up, you don't have to be anywhere.
Don't have to be anywhere.
So you
Take my
just
sweet
actually just drink coffee out of a normal cup and have
I don't even have
a
pants.
morning.
I don't have pants on until 10 a.m. on a Sunday ever by choice.
Horrifying.
So by trying to trade her, can you do that, or how'd that work out?
Apparently, I'm the first parent who has ever asked, and I said, "Is there any possibility that she could be traded to a team that has a later?"
Yeah, but the good thing is that you're up already, and then it'll be done at 8:30 or 9, and you've got the whole day ahead of you.
It's not. I don't look at it that way.
Can your kids enter the portal like in college?
I'd like them to enter the portal already, the trade portal, just to accommodate my. I mean, it's the worst. And every other person that I reached out to about this, they're like, "Oh man, you got screwed." That's
really?
The worst. Yeah, because every parent gets it. They're like, "Yeah, it's kind of random which time you get the field, but that's the
worst." I wonder
worst.
if it's hazing because it's your first year.
That's the worst time. And then the problem.
It's not like they're picking. They're probably giving better time slots to parents who, our sponsors donate.
If she didn't tank the tryouts and she got drafted a little higher, maybe she'd be on a team with a 10 a.m. Practice. Instead,
so really, you should be scolding her.
Oh, I did. I told her.
KROQ Mile High Club. Our favorite KROQ bands and destinations all around the world.
Stop number 5. Grab tacos at midnight. Drink something neon. Accidentally summon something with an Aztec death whistle. Oops, when you see Royal Otis in Mexico City. Listen every hour from 9 to 6 to instantly get on the standby boarding list. Courtesy of Interscope Capital.
Hey, this is Roy. This is Otis. We're Royal Otis. Keep it on KROQ to win.
KROQ.
From DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. Accident to work injury? Text injury help to 40222 for a free case review.
Officially the most romantic time of the year, at least in theory. Valentine's Day is coming up on, what is that, Saturday? Is that Saturday already? Yeah, it's coming up. So the question is, if you're in a dry spell right now, we'd like to go ahead and help that end. And look, there's a million reasons why you could be in a dry spell. Sometimes it's just you've got halitosis. Maybe that's why. Or you're married, life gets busy, you got kids, everyone's always sick, snotty, and you realize a day has become a week, has become a month, has become months.
Yeah. Well, somebody said that they're on a 6-month dry spell post-divorce. So you think as soon as your divorce is finalized, you're like, I'm going to get some trim.
Right. Strange. Get that strange.
And then 6 months in, you're like, damn it.
Yeah, definitely pull the clip of Allie yelling about getting trim.
Trim.
So we've got up for grabs now a romantic package. Listen to this, Allie. One night. It's all you need. Catalina Island romance package, round-trip transportation for 2 on the Catalina Express.
That is crucial, the fact that you're getting round-trip transportation included.
You'll stay at the hotel, Atwater, box of chocolates, bottle of champagne, romantic dinner at the Avalon Grill, and that's just steps away from Avalon Bay. I mean, we are teeing this up for you.
Yeah,
this is like seal the deal guarantee.
This is like you get a card, a crappy card. Maybe you went to the dollar store and you give it to your significant other and they go, oh, they've disappointed me yet again.
Yet again. Another letdown of a year.
And then you open it up and there's written in the card, we're going to Catalina.
So we'll be qualifying people every day this week. And then on Friday, we're going to give this trip away officially. So the question we have for you today is, what is the current dry spell you're on? Maybe you know why you're on it. Maybe you have no idea. You just start doing the math and you realize, man, it's been a while.
I'm also curious if anybody we're about to talk to has a longer dry spell than Jake. Jake, what is your current dry spell?
Oh, I stopped counting, man. It got too depressing.
Oh, man. That is a pretty long dry spell. Mike, you're on KROQ. What's your current situation? Welcome.
Yeah, morning. We've been married 20 years. It's been about 8 months since we've slept together. I'm not sure if it's because my son gets sick and he's like RSV or something, but he will get in the bed in the middle of the night, and she's worried that that's going on. But yeah, it's been 8 months, too long.
8 months that's a long time, but kids in the mix, the kids crawling into bed is a giant C block for sure.
Yeah, especially now I think co-sleeping is a real thing.
Yep.
People are like, I'm going to sleep with my kid, and it's like, well, then that's like a bed death happening.
Yeah.
8 months, nothing.
Yeah.
8 months got nothing on Jake.
Jake says he laughs at your 8 months. He's got no.
I'll raise you another 8 months.
Marissa, we're just hearing your stories, and then one of you will qualify today, and every day this week a different name. Well, and then we'll give away this trip on Friday. What's up, Marissa? What's going on with you?
Good morning. So I've been on a dry spell for a year and a half. I was dating someone for 12 years, and I found out he was cheating on me with his maid, Hilda, who I started calling Broom Hilda. But, yeah, so after that, we broke up, and I'm kind of afraid of dating sites, and, yeah, it was ugly. So I've been on a long, long dry spell, year and a half.
And this was his maid that he was paying to come and clean the house?
Yes, it was. Yes.
I feel like Hilda is a made-up name.
Yeah, it does seem made up.
I feel like that's a name I'd be like, her name is Hilda. She's my maid.
How did you find out that he was sleeping with Hilda?
Okay, this is a horrible thing to say. I was at his place, and he went to the bathroom, and I looked at his phone, and there were these texts going back and forth. Hers were in Spanish, his were in English. So I just said when he came out of the bathroom, well, I've just got a feeling that something's going on. And he confessed. I never told him that I looked at his phone. And then I said, well, when he said who she was, I said, does she speak English? And he said, no. I'm like, well, how do you speak? He goes, well, I've got a translator. It was a whole long, long, drawn-out.
All right. So there's a lot. That's a lot, Allie. That's a lot.
That's a lot. Wow.
And I wonder if she won this getaway, like what she would do with it. Like, is she going to go solo, or does she have someone else?
She should take Hilda, obviously.
Oh, yeah, take Hilda. Hilda's easy.
And they can get each other.
Allie has solved your problem. Catherine, good morning, and welcome to KROQ. As we're talking about dry spells before we give away a romantic Catalina experience. What's up, Catherine? Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for having me. So I've had a dry spell for going on 4 years now.
Oh, Jake.
Oh, I know. Gross, right? So
are you talking about Jake?
She's talking about Jake.
I've been married for 11 years.
Yes. What happened?
We're not laughing at you. We're laughing at Jake. Go ahead. Tell us.
Yeah. He worked out of town, so he was always out of town, so I never got laid. And then when he finally did come back into town, girlfriend's husband sent me audio and his wife together. And then we were divorced. And I've just kind of basically given up on the men department.
Giving up on men. Man, that's rough when you get scorned so badly that you go, that's it, I'm just giving up on half of the population.
Look, my mom, I will say, she had a dry spell after her second marriage. She said, you know what, I'm not going to date anymore. This chapter of my life is over. And now look at her. She's plowing left and right.
Plowing all over the place. She's finally plowing the right millionaire. Right, Allie? Lisa, you're on KROQ. Good morning.
Hi, hello. So my husband just became a mailman. So he works 12 hours a day. We have a 2.5-year-old. The last time we had sex was 2 months ago, and now I think I'm pregnant, so we're probably going to go through a really long dry spell.
Oh, wow. Is it the dry spell happened because you don't feel like having sex because you're pregnant, or he feels all weird about it?
Oh, no, it was just a dry spell, and we just haven't had sex for 2 months.
No, I mean, like, now that you're pregnant, why can't you have sex when you're pregnant? Is it because you don't want to, or he doesn't want to?
Oh, no, we can totally have sex when I'm pregnant. With my other child, we had sex every day. We were having more sex than ever. It's just that he works too much.
Yeah, that's the problem. He's got the 12-hour shifts. But I thought they say the mailman, he'll come rain, sleet, or snow. Isn't that what they say?
You just got to get him in his outfit.
Yeah, that's the key right there.
And he comes in and he goes, special delivery, and then he takes his pants off.
And if you're already pregnant, it's not like you can get more pregnant.
Yeah, or can you?
Yeah, maybe. It sounds like a challenge.
You can stop by our house, too.
That's a rough one. Hey, Greg, good morning. You're on KROQ talking dry spells. Got to give away a romantic Catalina getaway by the end of the week. And different question every day, but today that is the question. Why are you dry currently? What's up?
Hey, good morning, Sweet David.
Sweet David.
I'm a little over 3 years at this point. I have an ex-wife that decided to have a midlife crisis, picked up a meth habit after never doing drugs.
Oh, my God.
And then decided to leave me and our 3 daughters alone, so she's out in Tennessee. And I'm here, and I have to work 4 jobs to make ends meet. So, wow. Yeah, I'm just way too damn busy.
Oh, my God. Dude, so she had so she was just sober, everything was fine, and then all of a sudden, boom, meth addiction.
Yep, after 11 years of marriage, yep.
Damn, that is wild. This poor guy, he has no time for trim.
What would you do, Greg, if you were to win this getaway? What would be your plan? You can't take your kids there. That's not what the goal of this thing is, so you'd have to come up with a plan, right?
Yeah, I'll probably try to snag one of the net bangers.
All right. It's an interesting backup plan right there. It's a good backup.
It's in the name.
Sharon on KROQ, talking dry spells. What's up?
Hi, Klein. Hi, Allie.
Hi.
Well, I've been married 12 years, and it's a 2-month dry spell because we have 3 dogs, and we actually have a lot of roommates, and we have to lock the dogs out of our bedroom, and they bash the door in, because if they're in the bedroom, they bite my husband's ass. So we need to go to a hotel, and we call hotel sex hot soup.
I like everything. I'm hearing right now, and I understand that dogs go. Certain dogs, when they know that sex is happening and they are on the other side of the door, they need to break that door down. They don't like those.
And then you can't focus.
They can't, right? And then you feel like you're on the clock, and you got the whimpering, and it is an intense
total
feeling.
distraction. But then having it in the room, the dog's biting the ass.
Yep.
Well, Sharon, I think I speak for Allie when I say we've heard a lot of stories here, and they're all equally different levels of dry spells. But we would love to at least potentially help you get some hot soup.
I need some hot soup so bad.
Oh, wow.
This is my favorite sentence.
I am turned on and hungry right now at the same time.
I want actual soup and sex. How are the two possible?
Soup and sex at the same time.
All right, hold on, Sharon. Hold on. Write down Sharon's name. She's going to qualify for this thing. Got to give away this trip on Friday. So, different question every day. Thank you all for sharing your stories. I know that some of them much sadder than others. Some of those spells a lot drier than others. But at least you can all feel good knowing that you're probably doing better than Jake the Nerd, who stopped counting because the number got too high.
I want hot soup, too.
Nope, we're out of soup, Jake. No soup for you, Jake. It's KROQ. We are Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show. KROQ.
Most people watched the game on TV last night. Jake was actually at the game, courtesy of some listeners and his panhandling ways. And he asked people that were at the stadium how much they paid for their ticket, and then if how he got his ticket was pathetic or not. And this is just some of what they said.
What's your name?
Jill.
Jill, how much did you pay for your Super Bowl ticket?
They're charity.
Oh, you got it from charity. That's interesting because I am charity.
I paid. Yeah.
Would it be shameful, you think, if I had a blind man on dialysis pay for my ticket?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Great.
Yep.
I didn't force him to, but he did buy my ticket.
Oh. Yeah, is a friend of yours?
Sort of, yeah.
Okay, well.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right, sweet.
So Jake was looking for anyone that would be okay with the way he ended up getting to the Super Bowl. But he talked to a lot of people, and most people either paid a lot of money. You talk to anyone who got free tickets, Jake, that had a connection?
No.
So everyone.
Wow, everyone paid full price.
Well, where he was sitting, he was up in he was up in the sky.
All the corporate tickets are down in the 100 section.
I don't think any of the the big celebs they were showing, like Adam Sandler and stuff. I don't think they were like, I paid for my ticket. I think they just got invited to go.
I wish you had asked Adam Sandler if he thought it was okay that you let a blind man with kidney failure.
Very pathetic. Very pathetic. That's what he would have said, I'm sure.
Just like that.
Just like that. So there you have it.
The impression was pathetic.
All right, thank you, Jake.
Pathetic.
That's good stuff. It's KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. Another spot on a standby boarding list if you'd like to travel to Mexico City and see Royal Otis. Will be coming up in about 20 minutes here. And then we'll do some Johnny Doesn't Know lightning round and much more after the Vanessa remix of What's Up on KROQ.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show.
Mornings on KROQ.
Yeah!
KROQ.
Today's the day everyone talks with their coworkers about the commercials. Were they funny? Were they not funny? Well, why don't you go ahead, since you like commercials so much, and enjoy these.
The Klein Alley Show. Klein Alley Show. KROQ.
KROQ.
KROQ, Klein Alley Show on a Monday morning. Oh, God damn.
Let's go, Seahawks!
There's a lot of that squawing on the goat line. Oh, boy. Tons of squawing. I didn't hear this last week, but today there's a lot of squawing, and I'm glad Jake made that noise because it makes this message make even more sense.
Hello, everyone, but Jake, Sweet Divots. Can you do us all a favor, Klein? Can you mute Jake for, the rest of this week?
Yeah.
He was insufferable enough last week. Appreciate it. Thanks. Bye.
All right. Interesting suggestion, putting Jake on mute for the entire week now that he is back.
I think it's a good suggestion year-round.
Year-round. Doesn't matter about today and the fact he's all high and mighty because his Seahawks won the Super Bowl and he drove through the night to be back here. And I'm sure much to get into with that. But right now, let's get into this, your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
So, yeah, let's start by talking about the world's most boring Super Bowl. The Seahawks won, yes. It was their second Super Bowl win and the first Super Bowl win for a USC quarterback with one Sam Darnold, who is going to Disneyland today. He's born and raised in San Clemente. He's there along with Super Bowl MVP Kenneth Walker III. This is the first time a running back won MVP in 28 years, which was kind of a no-brainer considering I think both quarterbacks were very meh, if not, yeah. And it was...
It's real commentary from the booth. That was Chris Collinsworth, I believe, during the game.
And, this was a game where there was not even one touchdown in the first half, I believe. It was four field goals by the time it was halftime.
Yeah, I thought the kicker was going to be the MVP.
It was a real snooze fest. I was thinking to myself as I was sitting at home watching it, bored out of my effing mind, that was it less boring or more boring for Jake, who was sitting there at the game.
And didn't even have commercials to entertain him during the breaks.
Yeah, because... I don't know. I mean, I would imagine usually going to a game is less exciting than watching it on TV. It's more exciting at the beginning, but then as the game goes on, it feels a lot of times...
I better get another beer.
...longer. And I'm curious, did it feel boring in the... were you aware of how boring it was being there, Jake, or no?
No, I thought it was more intense because it was still... even though we were winning by, they didn't have any points, it wasn't by a lot, so any kind of touchdown, they could have came back and made it a game pretty early. So.
Where were you sitting? Were there other Seahawks fans around? Or was it just you among a bunch of randos?
it was just a bunch of randos, but it was, I mean, there was a lot of Seahawks fans around me. There's a lot of Seahawks fans in the stadium. I was sitting right next to, like, the most polite Patriots fan. He didn't say one word the entire time. So that was great.
It seems like the seats you had, you were closer to the planes in that flyover.
Oh, so close to the plane.
Oh, it's really close to them,
Yeah, it was really exciting. That's why it was so exciting. Jake was dodging planes the whole time. made the game really exciting.
Here's something that's interesting, though. The MVP, Kenneth Walker III, this was his dad's first time watching him play in the NFL. What a first game to watch. And what a great move for a parent, right? Because most parents would just watch your kid when they're crappy and just hope that they're going to get better over time and then eventually see them reach some kind of milestone.
I mean, that father sounds worse than...
He decided to wait.
Sounds worse than Omar's dad.
I was just going to say, was he not there like at the practices or like anything?
I guess
the NFL is like a big thing.
He missed all of his high school games, all of his Pop Warner games.
He
missed
decided
every
to
game.
go to this one.
Gee, I
oh
don't know.
my God. The Super Bowl, I guess I'll go.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he's like, I better play my ass off because otherwise my dad's never going to come to another game again.
I mean, that's really unbelievable. I don't know how that's a flex.
Well, he said he was too nervous, like it was too emotional for the dad. But what a great excuse!
What a great excuse! I'm going to start using
Totally.
I'm going to start using that.
take that too.
Yeah. You should use that for baseball
Yeah,
this year.
my kid's T-ball week. It's too emotional. I can't go to your practice in the morning. I'm sorry.
Anyway, 26 million people are allegedly taking the day off today or calling in sick. And
as they should.
More than 1 million will simply ghost their jobs today. They won't even bother taking the day off. They'll just kind of...
Man, I messed up.
Be all shifty and yeah, I know. If anyone deserved the day off, it would be Jake. I don't think any of us deserve the day off that we're watching the game because it was so low energy.
I actually
it was just I started making dinner halfway through. I was like, all right.
I got more rest, I think, during the game yesterday than had I not watched the game. I feel like I'm as rested as I've ever been on a Monday after a Super Bowl right now.
Quick update on the Savannah Guthrie, Nancy Guthrie situation. Nancy Guthrie, Savannah's mom, is still missing, but they have put out a new video, and I wonder if they did eventually make contact with the kidnapper because they put out another video saying, we will pay you, and the deadline is today at 5 p.m. So I'm wondering what will happen by 5 p.m. if maybe they know now where to send the money or what the situation is there, but it seems that there is movement with that.
The best
if you watch the video, it sounds like the lady, what's her daughter's name? Samantha? Is that Samantha? Savannah. So Savannah's speaking in some sort of code too.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's very
like
eerie.
And they must have gotten proof of life because they're putting out this other video saying we're going to pay you. And last time they were like, we just want to know that she's okay.
The best post I saw yesterday that resulted about both the Super Bowl and this story was it said it would have been nice if Bad Bunny could have brought out Savannah's mom at some point.
Oh man!
And I thought to myself,
Miss Gaga rips her face off and it's Nancy.
That would have been a great cameo.
And this was all just a plan.
Because it seems like you got anyone else you wanted. Might as well brought out the mom. That would have been good.
That's so funny. All right, let's talk a little bit about the Olympics. There were some U.S. gold medals that were handed out over the weekend. Ilya Malinin won the gold medal in men's figure skating. They call him the quad god. He's got to be straight. He's just got to be. He's only 21 years old, and that was a big moment for him. And Breezy Johnson won gold for women's downhill skiing after this happened with Lindsey Vonn. Now, Lindsey Vonn had been injured. She tore her ACL leading up to the Olympics, but said she was still going to compete. She's a person who has been dealt with many injuries and always kind of made a comeback. So this was, I think, about 11 seconds into her run.
I just know after the years of watching her, she will ski at her limit. The tone is set right here. Oh, my God! Oh, my goodness.
There it is. You know what's crazy?
I don't know who mushed her worse, Al. You on Friday saying that she was going to do great things, or that
I didn't say she was going to do great things.
I think when she announced that she was coming back after the torn ACL, you're like, wow, she's the best. No one better.
Well, she is the best. That's what everybody was saying.
Or that guy that announced 4 seconds before her fall, she's going to push herself to the limit.
And that'll define everything right in this moment. And then she ate ass. But what was crazy was, we've all fallen on a mountain when we were skiing or snowboarding.
Yep.
And that little snowmobile comes up and takes you down. This was a immediate airlift.
Yeah, chop her out.
It was pretty crazy that they were able, and she broke her leg. She's already had surgery, and they said she's in stable condition. I think she's going to compete again tomorrow.
I would imagine she's going to be in multiple events tomorrow, curling and everything else. All right, well, there you have it.
It's Klein Alley Show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles. This is the world famous KROQ.
Good morning. Welcome to your Monday, just after 10 o'clock. Bonus hour, bogus hour. The choice is yours. We are Klein Alley Show. This is KROQ, and right now is a good time to call us if you would like to do some international travel. Announced earlier this morning, the destination number 5 of KROQ's Mile High Club will put you into Mexico City, where you'll be seeing this band right here.
Do you have to let it linger? Ice in the pocket. I said I'm for lunch. My girl's a bitch when she's moody. You take much notice. Boyfriend now. You're so fucking gorgeous.
You, Mexico City, Royal Otis.
And I think Mexico City is higher than a mile.
That's true. That's absolutely true. That's a good fact for you.
Oh, factoid.
Not fun, but a fact.
A fact.
An unfun fact, which you get every morning here at KROQ. So if you're a caller 20 right now, put your name on the standby list, and then I'll hopefully call you back in about a week and tell you to pack your bags. You're going to Mexico to see some Royal Otis. This hour on the show, we'll get into a little Johnny Doesn't Know lightning round. One question stands between you and winning yourself a 4-pack of tickets to Monster Jam at Angel Stadium of Anaheim, February 22nd. So we'll take care of that for you this hour as well. And we will hopefully try to squeeze in some Don't Be a Dick, talking about first dates specifically. We talked earlier this morning with a matchmaker who told us a lot about what to avoid doing on first dates, where to avoid going.
Especially people who are bad to the waiter.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one. So we'll talk about some Don't Be a Dicks. This, if we can squeeze it in this hour, we'll try to get to that as well. Right now, though, we kick things off by saying good morning to caller 20. Is this Sonia?
Hello, hi.
Hi,
yes, hi.
You are the 20th caller, which means you'll be the second name added to the standby boarding list. And hopefully, if we call you back, you're ready to go see Royal Otis in Mexico City, all right?
Woo, thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you for starting your Monday after the Super Bowl with us here on KROQ.
People are waking up now.
It's always a tough way to get into the week. But the good news is, a week from today, for many people, you get off because the President's Day, and then next week they finally figured it all out and put the Super Bowl right before the Monday off, and I think society will be righted eventually.
And today is National Pizza Day, Klein. You should have had today off.
All right. God,
pizza deals all over the place.
I did enough of that damage yesterday.
I know, that's what I was thinking. Either people are going to be not having any pizza today because they had so much yesterday, or they're going to be like, this is the best hangover food ever.
So much. I think I may have broken my all-time record with just the amount of plates of food I went through yesterday. It was...
Did you have tiny hot dogs? What'd you have?
I did have tiny hot dogs.
I didn't have any Super Bowl food, so I'm a little jealous. No, because it was just me and Katie, and then we had one friend over later.
So sad.
But I made us hamburgers.
I had buffalo chicken dip. It was awesome.
At the stadium?
No, at the people's house I stayed at.
Did you buy any food there at the actual stadium, Jake?
I actually did not. No, all I bought was a couple beers.
What was your total spend at the actual Super Bowl? Because I know you bought that shirt in the parking lot you're wearing.
Oh, yeah, my shirt was $20. It was the best buy the whole day. But I got due to getting a pedicab to the stadium because my GPS said it was going to take an hour walk to get there. And I took this rickshaw for $75.
$75?
And he dropped me off in 2 minutes.
Oh, my God. That's hilarious.
It sucked so hard.
I always think if anyone's taking those, the driver's going, these suckers. I can't believe I convinced these idiots to get into this thing.
And I'm they look at me and they go, this guy looks lazy. And I'm almost, it doesn't matter where I'm going.
Yeah.
It said it was going to take an hour.
Even if
walk there?
Even if my car is 5 feet away, the guy's like, you want to ride? I'm like, I kind of do want to ride.
Yes, I do. For $10?
No, but it's the best afterwards because you're so wasted. You know what I mean? And it's just fun.
Oh, I walked back.
It's not that fun.
It is fun. They have all the
not.
lights and stuff. Yeah,
They
totally.
play the music so
They got the
blaring.
Bluetooth. Oh, Allie, you old
I
bitch.
love it.
They got the Bluetooth speaker. It's great.
Rip off.
I want to travel only by rickshaw from now on. KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. In a moment, Omar has some splaining to do because there's a lot of opinions, specifically on the GOAT line, about your forced resolution and how maybe you haven't been holding up your end of the bargain. But before we do that, let me say quickly to Claudia, who's been calling us this morning. Hey, good morning, Claudia.
Hey, Sweet Dibs.
Sweet Dibs, what's up? What can we do for you?
Well, I was calling because I wanted to ask if I could maybe go on a date with the gentleman that called earlier. That guy can't catch a break. He's got 3
daughters, he said, and his ex-wife went on some, like, meth craze.
Yeah, I couldn't even get a boy.
This, it's a good point, Jake. Thanks for pointing that out. This guy,
poor guy, has 3 daughters.
the guy called earlier while we were talking about dry spells, and he said his wife had a midlife crisis, then somehow turned to meth, and then she basically bounced out on the family, and he now is raising...
So he has three kids
daughters,
and 4 jobs.
4 jobs to make that happen. And you heard that story, and your thought was, I want to date that man?
Yeah, it was like, he's got to get another job, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah. The B one?
Oh, I see what you're saying. You want to give him
Can't say that one.
You want to give him a pity? You feel so bad for this listener that you would like to offer up a...
An H or a B, because it matters.
Which job are you offering?
Possibly, you know, I kind of want to go on a date and see what's up and then kind of go from there.
All right, what's your situation? You're obviously single, or are you also 3 kids and meth-addicted ex?
Single, no kids. I'm the crazy ex, so...
Why are you the crazy ex? What happened?
Oh, geez, where do I start?
Oh, boy.
Oh,
I have 17 daughters.
I don't want
that's the latest one. What's the latest crazy
why
one?
do you feel like, if you're calling yourself crazy, why do you think that is the case?
I don't know if I want to get into it. Actually, it's kind of deep.
Well, here's the thing. This guy seems like he's had a lot of crazy in his life, and I would feel guilty adding more crazy to what already sounds like... Hold on.
Yeah,
hold
maybe
on.
he doesn't need another crazy ex.
Hold on 1 second. This guy has called back. Wow, look at this, Allie. This is... Hey, Greg? Hello, Greg?
Yes.
Hey,
hello, sweet dibs.
Pay no attention to the last 20 seconds.
This woman, Claudia, is calling because she heard about your rough patch, and she would like to potentially meet you. I don't know if you're interested in such a thing.
Yeah. I mean, why not? I mean, but like I said, I have got a schedule I got to work around, but sure.
Well, even if it's just a little chat, phone conversation to start, something before you actually see each other in person. Yeah. Do you have a type, Greg?
Yeah. I do definitely have a type. Definitely just needs to be
not addicted to meth.
Human.
And not addicted to meth.
Yeah.
Human, yeah.
Before you start saying human, try the AI thing for a little bit. It's fun. All right, that's Greg right there. Hey, Claudia, you want to say anything to Greg? You're both on the phone together. We've connected you through the magic of radio.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
Good morning, Claudia.
Good morning.
This is so awkward.
It's off to a great start.
All right, well.
The chemistry is electric.
Yeah, very fire right now.
What is the Claudia? You called us after you heard Greg. Is it that you feel so bad for this man, and you'd like to bring him some happiness? Is that what this is about?
I mean, he obviously needs like just a nice day. Like,
yeah,
he's got 4 jobs. He's got 3 kids. Like, he just needs a breather.
It would definitely be nice to have a day out. That's for sure. I agree with that.
All right. Well, the lawyers here have strictly forbidden us from connecting listeners together for romantic reasons, but Vanessa is okay with it. So thank you, Vanessa, for giving us the approval here. So hold on.
If you send the number just one digit at a time, Vanessa.
Squaw. Okay. Don't squaw for Jake. That's gonna dry up Claudia. Hold on, both of you. Hang on. Connect you. Hopefully something nice happens. What? Where do you listen to the show? You guys both anywhere near each other by chance, or?
I'm in border at East LA.
Claudia? Oh,
she probably was on the west side. It's over.
She's tapped out.
Oh, man.
I squawed. I dried her up.
Yeah, you dried her up. You squawed.
Greg, why'd you mess that up, man?
I think Vanessa's talking to her. All right, you guys off the air, figure this out. I think it'd be great if that could happen. I love when listeners help out other listeners. You know what I'm saying,
Help
Ellie?
out, yeah.
Right.
A little HJ, DJ situation.
When we get back, Omar has some splaining to do. Johnny will be in here for some Johnny Doesn't Know. If you'd like to join us for that, you can get on the phones now. I believe today is the day he tries Buzzball for the first time.
I can't wait.
As his drinking continues, it's a real habit. 800-520-1067. We're back with that and more show next.
KROQ Mile High Club. Our favorite KROQ bands and destinations all around the world.
Stop number 5. Grab tacos at midnight. Drink something neon. Accidentally summon something with an Aztec death whistle. Oops, when you see Royal Otis in Mexico City. Listen every hour from 9 to 6 to instantly get on the standby boarding list. Courtesy of Interscope Capital.
Hey, this is Roy. This is Otis. We're Royal Otis. Keep it on KROQ to win.
KROQ.
From DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. Accident to work injury? Visit calldowntown.com for a free case review.
KROQ Klein Alley Show. We got some tickets to give you right now if you'd like to go, and I don't see why you wouldn't. Monster Jam, make that happen for you. That's a 4-pack of tickets. Angel Stadium, Anaheim on February 22nd. You are as good as in, and all you have to do is predict, will Johnny know the answer or not know the answer to a pretty simple question in an exciting round of Johnny Doesn't Know. But as you know, he is still drinking because none of us have failed our forced resolutions yet, although Omar will have to do some splaining in a moment. We've got some audio proof, I think, or at least some listeners that claim they have audio evidence that Omar quit before any of us. So we'll get into that later this hour. But, Johnny, you're still drinking, and I think that now, this is your first Super Bowl you ever sat through now that you're a drinking man. Did you drink it all during the Super Bowl?
No, not at all.
Oh, hold on. Let's get your mic on.
Oops. No, not at all.
You didn't. But
no.
You're trying to take
That means he loses.
No, I think Omar and Jake definitely lost because they've yet to produce anything, and I do my drinking daily for all of you to see. So I clearly won.
Daily means daily. You didn't drink yesterday.
No, you alcoholic. I'm not drinking on the weekends when nobody else is here to see.
Oh, then you clearly
No, you
lost.
clearly lost because you're just reciting movie stuff.
Hey, dude, my mindfulness is my prerogative.
Here's the theory. Here's the theory. By the way,
I did stutter through that.
This is the theory about Omar.
Yo, Klein and Alley show. Hey, Omar's done. Omar's lost. That's it. Forced resolution. Omar out. Cut it out. He's done. Chumbawamba quotes and movie quotes.
There's nothing wrong
do
with
not
that.
Count. He failed to produce actual moments of mindfulness. He's failed outright. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. He has proved that he cannot do it. Omar's out. His punishment is what needs to be served. That's it. Jake Hilly's been doing it. Klein's been
Jake,
doing
by the
it.
way, what he hasn't produced that little octopus yet.
Yeah, but he's working on it.
He's still
Is he though?
He's
I'm at the crochet thing. I can mess up a crochet.
he's still doing yarn round hook. He's on that step for a while.
No. Whatever he's doing is nothing. It's a whole lot of nothing.
Yarn round hook all day.
Yarn round hook.
Yarn round hook for a while.
Been doing it. Allie's been doing it. Johnny's been doing it. Vanessa's been doing it. Omar has failed to deliver moments of mindfulness for a week now. That's it. Done. Omar, you lost. Your bitch ass needs a punishment. Done.
Before this guy gets too hard on Omar, I will say that Omar has brought us in a vision board today that he was working on. That
That's right.
We're going to take
God
a look
damn
at
it.
in a moment and
Hippy dippity crap.
feel like if he really actually put some effort into it or not. But we can't do that now because Johnny's in the studio. He's about to drink a buzzball.
One thing at a time.
Johnny, grab your buzzball out. If you're new to the show, I understand why this is a lot to process, but eventually you'll figure us all out. We're not that complicated.
And if you missed it at all, last week Johnny attempted to open a bottle of champagne for the first time,
Yes.
and we have that on our socials at Klein Alley Show. It's one of my favorite videos that has ever come out of our social
treated
media.
it like it was a grenade, or as someone pointed out, the penis at the end of a gangbang. And Johnny did not know what to do, and that video is currently doing very well on our Instagram at Klein Alley Show. Now Johnny's cracking
Lord.
a buzzball. What flavor buzzball is that, Johnny?
Red one.
Yep.
And it smells like Kool-Aid, too.
Yeah, I think Johnny's going to like the buzzball. Johnny is
This is secondhand Cindy's drink of choice.
her favorite drink. She doesn't get through a morning without it. It's her breakfast with champions.
I don't like this one.
Really? Why?
Well, wait.
Well, there we go. And that's how the problem
He
starts.
does this like every time.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, okay, that one actually tastes kind of better. Yeah.
You like the buzzball?
Yeah. I think girls really get drunk on this one, though, because
Right.
at the parties, they used to ask for this, and they would get, like, really hammered, I think, so.
Oh, yeah. If you look
Gotta
at
be
the
careful.
trash can before any music venue,
Buzzballs
it's
everywhere.
just tons of buzzballs,
What's the
empty
alcohol
buzzballs.
percentage?
Let's take a look. Let's see. It looked, whoa, 15%? Yeah, dude, you're killing an elephant with
So
this.
there you go. Johnny is drinking his buzzball now, and now he'll answer a question. I want to let you guys know, by the way, if you'd like to hang out with Johnny tomorrow during our show for some reason, I can't figure this out. The Roto Hero team is going to buy coffee for the first 50 customers, and then Postmaster Johnny is going to be there handing out lift tickets to KROQ Storms Bear Mountain, which is on February 28th. Jacob's Castle, obviously, Sublime frontman Jacob Knoll will be there as well. But
cool.
You get free coffee, lift tickets, and it's happening one morning only, and that is happening tomorrow at 2:30. Where's it happening? 2:30 Cars and Coffee in La Habra. Right, Johnny?
Yeah.
Do you have your details, or do I have to read this?
No, that's it. That's exactly it.
At Cars and Coffee in La Habra.
That's right. Tomorrow from 8 to 10 a.m. So show up there,
Rooter
and
Hero.
You can find Johnny.
So it's a
and
plumbing company? Or
Rooter Hero
what am I
Helping
missing
Hands.
here?
Rooter Hero Helping Hands.
Okay.
As per usual around this place, Omar, the sales team has given us a lot of information.
So a plumbing company is going to be at a coffee shop, and Johnny's hosting the event.
There's free coffee and free lift tickets.
Yeah, that's all we know. Yes.
Just go there for the lift tickets.
That sounds like a weird-ass event, man.
Yeah, it's going to be great, though. But
And Johnny.
And Johnny
And me.
will be there as well.
Yeah.
It's one morning only, and you got to get there tomorrow, and only while supplies last.
FOMO is real.
Event details at KROQ.com. Thank you, sales team, for making this super easy for us.
And for all the follow-up
Jesus
emails about
Christ.
us mentioning that.
Oh, my God. Heavy lifting around this place. It never stops. Let's say hi to Jessica, who would like a shot at some Johnny Doesn't Know. Good morning, Jessica. Are you ready to win some tickets? How about that? Hi, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, it's time for Johnny Doesn't Know. Here we go. Hit it.
Johnny doesn't know.
And I was like, okay.
Oh, Johnny doesn't know. Oh,
I didn't know Vegas was like in Nevada for like a while.
Johnny doesn't know. Johnny doesn't know.
Gelato sounds like Jello.
Johnny doesn't know.
It like goes wiggles.
All right, we'll give Johnny some categories. He can pick which one he feels the most comfortable with. Categories today could include microbiology, ozone gases, paleontology,
And his own event.
the name of the event you're hosting tomorrow. That would be difficult. Precious metals of the Mayans, or bugs.
Ooh.
Bugs. Which one would you like to take? Any of those categories? One question stands between Jessica and winning tickets.
I like bugs because I like the way you guys said it.
Bugs. All right, Johnny. What is the name of the process of a caterpillar becoming a butterfly? Will Johnny know this, Jessica? Yes or no?
Johnny, I don't think he's going to know this, man. Sorry.
All right. You have no faith in Johnny, which means you've heard this before. Johnny, a question that I think we may have asked even previously.
Yeah, I think so, but that means nothing.
Means nothing. In fact, I think sometimes he has a 0% chance of getting them right when he's answered, or, when he's attempted them before.
Yeah, and he's got that buzzball liquid courage, so
Right.
let's see if that helps.
Sip, maybe another sip of Buzzball before you answer, Johnny. But
Okay.
you look like you're dumbfounded right now. Once again, this is the process of a caterpillar becoming a butterfly.
Don't taste good. I don't like that.
And while you think about that, I want to remind everyone that they can hang out with Johnny. I lost the sheet.
You lost it.
You crumpled it up and threw it away.
That's fine.
Rooter Heroes Helping Hands event
That's
at
the one.
Cars and
18-2.
Coffee in La Habra tomorrow
There
from
it
8 to
is.
10.
We'll put up all the information on our socials. All right, Johnny.
Great name, by the way.
It's a great name. They decided on that together. All right, Johnny. Johnny came up with the name. What is the answer? She says you will not know.
What does the butterfly change into?
Nope, that was not the question.
What did you say? There was a lot of talking after that.
This is the process Johnny, of a caterpillar becoming a butterfly.
Well, they go through like puberty, right? Like bug puberty, and they go from like kid to like adult kind of thing. But she goes from like worm to like butterfly.
Well, technically she goes from caterpillar.
Or he goes to caterpillar. Yeah.
Right. You can't really put a gender on it these days. They.
But the bug in A Bug's Life, the Disney movie, he was a guy. He was like a little French worm.
Yeah.
I forgot his name.
Jessica, you said Johnny wouldn't know, and I am surprised to be able to say that bug puberty is not the right answer.
I mean, it's not.
It's
so
not far
wrong,
off.
but
It's
it is
pretty
very
wrong, Allie.
Well, what
It's
is
not-
it?
I mean, we've heard this term a million times.
There's a word for it?
It starts with an M, Johnny.
I really, and
Yeah.
we have asked you this before.
I know we have.
Menstruation.
Huh?
Bug
Menstruation.
menstruation. That's it. You got it. She's a lady now. All right.
Is that really it?
No, you idiot.
What is it?
Metamorphosis.
Oh, how the hell am I supposed to know that? Who uses
I don't
that?
know.
My kid knows that.
I think everyone
You ever
knows
read the
that.
Hungry Caterpillar book?
Not since like 2003 when I was in preschool.
Oh, man. It's always tough when that bug has to talk to their kid about bug puberty, have that chat. All right. Well, good job, Jessica. Hold on one second. You'll be hanging out at the Monster Jam, all right?
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome. Thank you. Oh, hold on. I cut off your compliment. Go ahead with your compliment. Go ahead.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Have a great day.
Yeah, you too.
All right. Not so much
Now
of a
shut
compliment. More of a pleasantry. It's KROQ. I'm looking at Omar's vision board. I don't even think we have time to get into this now. Omar, you made this with
Pretty
AI?
good, right?
Yeah, is that a question, Klein? It's 100% AI generated. You know what a vision
It
board is
doesn't
supposed
matter
to be?
how I accomplish the task.
No,
This
you
vision-
As long
have
as it
to-
gets done.
You have to do it the traditional way where you sift through old magazines and you find a living room that you like. And
I
you
ain't got
cut
that
it
kind of
out.
time.
Hey, that's what the law of
Softball started
attraction
up.
is all about, okay?
It's funny
I got
because
practice.
on his vision board, that we'll talk about this more tomorrow and post it maybe, but he has on there, watch more Sydney Sweeney movies, and then there's a picture of someone that's clearly not Sydney Sweeney.
Because ChatGPT
Yeah.
can't generate a
It's
photo.
ChatGPT of someone else.
I mean, you were so lazy you couldn't even swap it out with a real photo of her. That would be inspiration to at least look at what you want specifically.
I appreciate the effort. I know Omar claims he has not
You
quit
don't.
on his.
There is no effort.
Well, there's some effort. I mean, he did.
Yeah.
He not a lot, very little.
Are you kidding?
What
keep
is,
going,
what
keep
is
going,
the goal?
describe
Say
it more.
hello to my little friend.
Do more cocaine.
Oh.
Why is there a picture of Psycho Mike holding a machine gun in that picture?
That's supposed to be Al Pacino, but AI doesn't do it well.
Man, that's really strange
Looks
as
like
well.
the nicest guy holding a
Yeah,
gun.
that really is. All right, well, we'll have to go into this tomorrow. Omar claims he has not given up on his forced resolution
Yeah,
yet.
and I don't know how doing more cocaine is going to lead to your next goal to relax and unwind.
I don't know if these goals have any sort of rhyme or reason to them.
We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, it's the worst vision board I've ever seen.
I mean, that these all contradict each other.
What else is on there? I really did forget what I put on
That's
there.
what you're not supposed to forget.
Yeah.
You're supposed to print this and look at it every day because that's what you're
is
supposed to
that how
be in
it
your
works?
vision.
Yeah, well, we'll
Okay.
deal with that tomorrow. We got tomorrow a lot of stuff. Tomorrow we'll get into the Don't Be a Dick First Daters as well, and some other things we couldn't squeeze into today's show. We'll keep hooking you up with, I don't know, whatever we have for you. I'm sure it'll be worth it. Today, Recovery Monday. We've made it through. Good job. Well done. Well played. And if you need us in the meantime, you can find us on the GOAT line, 844-956-GOAT. And I'll play you this message as we get out of here before we do the takeaways. But just this is a cautionary tale as to why listening to this show could be bad for your health for so many different reasons. Here we go.
Hey guys, I am a longtime listener out of Kansas City, and I just wanted to share something with you. You guys have sound bites that get stuck in people's heads. You already know that. And I'm guilty of that myself. I get sound bites stuck in my head, and I repeat them like some kind of autistic verbal stimulation or something. And I have 3 kids. They're all girls, 2.5, 10, and 13. And all of them, including the 2.5-year-old, are currently in the last week running around the house saying, I can't go out without my lip gloss.
That's the one that his family's latched onto.
I love it.
I can't go out without my lip gloss. It's not even one
I
of our...
can't go out tonight. I don't have my lip gloss.
It's not even a great soundbite.
Which I think is hilarious, and I just wanted to share it with you. The Klein Alley Show is transcending generations. Good job, guys.
All right. Thank you for that. Once again, don't even remember what that was from, but something Omar plays from time to time on the show.
Oh.
All right. Takeaways from today's show. What do we got?
818, my takeaway is Klein doesn't wear pants on Sunday mornings.
No, I have to now. Thanks a lot. Soft baseball practice at 8 a.m.
213, my takeaway is settling is where it's at.
It's all about that settling. Sweet settle. Everyone can be in a relationship by noon today if you settle.
I know, we did. 213, no hot soup for Jake.
I want hot soup.
909, have your next party at Klein's house because he's too much of a pussy to say no.
Apparently.
714, Jake is mutable all year round. 650, Allie keeps pissing off the Germans. And 951, my takeaway is metamorphosis is bug puberty.
If you don't know what we're talking about, you should listen to more of the show, available wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for downloading. Take like 5 seconds now. Just find it somewhere and subscribe. Maybe listen to a few episodes or share it with some people. It always helps. I know people say it a lot. You kind of tune it out, but it actually does help us, and they always let us know from time to time. Oh, you guys really dropped the ball last month, or hey, good month for you guys. I guess we'll keep you around a little longer. What's your takeaway from today's show, Jake the Nerd?
Hilda isn't a maid. It's a made-up name.
Yeah.
Hilda.
No one's named Hilda.
The slutty maid, apparently, as we learned about her earlier today on the show. Allie, takeaway?
My takeaway is buzzballs are so strong they'll take out an elephant, apparently.
Yeah, according to Johnny. Omar, you have a takeaway, or are you too
my
warped up in your vision board?
I'm concentrating on my vision board over here.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah. This weird-ass picture of Sydney Sweeney, and it's not good.
No,
yeah,
it's
I need to
so
step it
bad.
up.
What's your takeaway?
My takeaway is that Jake had a great time dodging airplanes at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he sure did. Those great seats right up there in the sky. All right, we'll do it tomorrow. Try to do it better. If you need us in the meantime, there's a goat line for you, or you can find us on Instagram, Klein Alley Show. All right, bye.
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ, Klein, KROQ, Alley.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show.